You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Hold on, let me make sure y'all can hear me. Audio seem like it's good. Nope. Okay. Now, audio seem like it's good. Check. And make sure the VPN blocker is off. That's off. Check. Let me see what I sound like over here. All right, I look like I'm Gucci. Look like I'm Gucci right here as well. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for the old boy. Do that. Let's see what's up over here. And ta-da. All right, cool. We Gucci. All right. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let everybody roll in. Everybody roll in a little bit. You get what I'm saying? I see a whole lot going on. Everybody suing everybody, this and that. You know, rich people issues. Rich people, millionaire problems. You know what I mean? Millionaire problems. That's all that is. Nothing more, nothing less. You get what I'm saying? Let me see what's up. Bam. Yep, millionaire. Let me see. Somebody sending me messages. Yeah, man, shit. Let me go ahead and close this right quick. Anyway, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Salute to everybody, man. Shout out to Green Eye Speed, Big Mason in the building. What's going on, fam? Big Mason, what's going on with you, brother? Chilling, man. Shit, I'm ready to go ahead and get me some good green. I ain't smoked no bong today. I'm just ready to get back on that, bro. Ready to get back on that. I was had to go pick my truck up. Doggone. Had to pick that up, get that taken care of. Yeah, man. Shout out to doggone Tony Montana. He said, what'd he say? Tony Montana say, what it do? G5, what's up, fam? Yeah. Man, I wish I had me some motherfucker. Man, I ain't smoked my motherfucker ball in the day, man. Like, bro, it's like, bro, ball. What the hell is this? It's like if I don't smoke the bong. What? What is this? Oh, okay. I'm looking at looking at X. I'm looking at all these different shit that they posting up there and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? So, I'm sitting back. As I was saying, the bong, like, shit. I like that motherfucker. The bong just put you in the right place. Like I just burnt the cone. You know, the large cones. I just burnt one of them, but you know, it's like the cone is all right now. It used to be a time where I smoked the cone, and the cone had me where the bong had me at, you know, before the show. Now it's like, you know, it ain't doing that. It ain't hitting like that for me. You get what I'm saying? Not like that. It ain't hitting like that for me. My tolerance don't got higher. You know what I mean? So Shout out to Bruce Gas. Bruce, what's going on, fam? Bruce, you know what I'm talking about. Bruce, you know what I'm talking about. He said, Coach, I got the dabs going. Yeah. I got dabs too. I got a sativa dab, and I have rosin. Now I want to go get me some resin, resin. I want to get some resin as well and stuff like that. And yeah, I already know. Anyways, yeah, man. Shout out to Bruce Gas in the building. What's going on, fam? Yeah, so I'm sitting back looking. I see all these lawsuits and stuff like that, and you know what I mean? All the lawsuits and stuff like that, and blah, they squads ain't going around, and I don't give a damn. I keep telling y'all, like with these people, like with these people, this shit just business. This shit just business. It's something that Javante Tank Davis said that again, I'm not a Tank fan. I really don't rock with his fanaticals, the radicals like that. You got some radical Tank fans. Matter of fact, quite a few of these fighters got some radical fans. Quite a few of them. You get what I'm saying, to be honest with you. I like to sit back and just talk shit about all of them. Because all of them doing the same shit. Do you get what I'm saying? So, and I get it. A lot of these guys, they living vicariously. They be old niggas, They be young, they be old niggas, they be young niggas, you know what I mean? It be young men, old men, all of them do the same shit for the most part. I'm talking about once their level of fandom have reached an all-time high to where the love, the affection that they have for their favorite fighter becomes a trigger to control their emotions. That's when you know they fanned out. Me personally, I love bodying fan bases. This is what I do. I love destroying fan bases because I like to bring clarity back to it. Now I do get that there's a lot of new booties here, and I get there's a lot of old YNs here. So I deal with the old YNs and I deal with the new booties. Don't make no never mind. I'm not friends in neither one of you. I'm not friends in neither group. I'm not. I'm good. You know what I mean? So, quick story right quick before we get into the show. I'm on my way to go pick up my vehicle, right? And so me and my neighbor was talking. I ain't gonna really get into detail what we was talking about, but not too deep, but we were just talking about just issues, right? And I told him, I say, look, he was telling me some stuff, yeah, man, something that going on with his family and this and that. And then I was talking to him about some shit. And I say, look, man, let me tell you something about me. I don't want nobody calling me, telling me about their problems, like dumping their problems on me. Now, if you're going through some shit, cool, that's one thing. But if if whether it's a friend, family member, whoever, if every time, and this what me and the neighbor was talking about, I said, man, if every time I talk to you and you always talking about who did you wrong, this and that, it's always a sob story, sad story. And every time I talk to you, you always complaining about some shit about what you don't like or who did this, who did that. That's the quickest way for, like, again, I kind of like beat to myself a lot, right? Got great friends, family, stuff like that. But all of us, we do our own thing. So we don't talk to each other every day. Hell, it may be weeks go by. It may be months go by before I talk to a friend, and definitely a family member. You know what I mean? But whatever terms we left on, those are the terms. Like the friends I know that I know I've been around a long time, we love each other to death. We know that, but we don't talk to each other every day. And I'm not the nigga that's gonna be talking all the goddamn time. I'm not gonna. When I was younger, I used to do that. I used to be the one that's always checking on everybody and staying in communication. I don't do that no more. Too tough. I reach out every now and then. We know what it is. We know what it is. You love me, I love you. We know what it is. But anyways, the quickest way to get me the fuck away from you is if every time I talk to you or you call me or whatever, you're always crying, bitching, moaning, whining, and complaining about some shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Because I'm not going to let you bring that energy over to me. I'm peaceful. And this is why I love smoke the weed so much on the bomb. Because that shit had me in a space mentally to where I'm just at peace with myself. I ain't got to deal with your attitude or your you know, what ain't going right in your life. That ain't got shit to do with me. Honestly, I really don't give a fuck, to be honest with you. Friend, family, or fuck, I don't care. I don't want to hear that shit. Don't come to me with the problem, come to me with the solution. If every time I talk to you, you talking to me about a problem, I don't want to hear that shit. I'm just saying me. Bro, when I say, bro, I be dead serious about this shit. I say, man, I don't want your friends. I'm like, I be serious about that shit, bro. Because I'm the type of nigga like this here. The way I came up, the way my mama and them raised me, I'm independent. I'm independent emotionally. I'm independent mentally. Now, we all need somebody. I'm just, ain't no such thing as a person being independent like that, to be honest with you. Because even the richest man in the world is dependent. What do I mean by that? He need people to help run his business. What motherfucker you know that's independent? I don't know nobody that's independent. Everybody and everything depends on something. Steve Jobs, he dead as a doorknob. He couldn't run Apple by himself. He depended on his employees. He depended on other people who know how to do shit that he didn't know how to do. If they didn't do what they were supposed to do, he couldn't have got to where he was at, and vice versa, or whoever. When he had cancer and was dying, he's dead now. He depended on doctors to administer whatever the best medical sciences that they can give him in order to keep him alive. It didn't work. But it is what it is. He died a billionaire. So my point is, we got that out the way. That's what these motherfuckers saying, I'm independent, I don't need nobody. That's a goddamn lie. Because I know women, some women, not all, but some women say they're independent, they don't need a man for shit. That's a lie. You work for a man. You got a job, right? Yeah, well, guess what? You ain't independent. You depend on that motherfucker to employ you. Facts. So, that's me. That's me. That, bro, like, I don't want to, like, but that shit, don't nothing turn me off more than that. Nothing turned me off. That's a pet peeve of mine. Motherfucker calling me complaining and shit, all the time. Your spirit down. You trying to drag me down? Man, get the fuck on. True. That applies to anybody. I don't care who it is. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. I really don't care, bro. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it. I'm just saying me. I don't want to hear it. Don't come to me with the problem. Come to me with the solution. Anyways, shout out to Miss Connie in the building. Shout out to Miss Sheila. Shout out to Akila. Akila, what's going on, sis? Shout out to Ramon. What did it say, Ramon? Hold on, what Ramon say? Ramon say, motherfuckers always calling with bad news. Yeah. I'm not the guy. Call me with good news. Call me when you hit the lottery. Call me. When you hit the lottery, shit, you got to promote. Call me with that. Don't call me with the other shit. You know what I mean? So this is good. I don't care what you going through. The motherfucker going through way worse shit than you. And a lot of that shit be based on, your mindset and your perception is what bring a lot of things onto you. You got a history of making bad decisions, and then you want to call me because now you are suffering from the consequences of the bad decisions that you made. You want to come in and dump your emotional baggage on me. I got my own emotional baggage, and I don't dump it on nobody. I keep my shit to myself. How I deal with my emotional baggage. I smoke me some weed, or I smoke me some cannabis, and I go outside, or I be driving around the city. I got homies, I sit down and talk. We burn, we sit down and talk, and I got my smoking partner. We'll sit down and talk, man. We ain't talking about no bullshit. We just enjoying the high. I be trying to enjoy the high and enjoy life, and you telling me about all the bad shit that's going on in life. I'm like, man, shit. True. Please, I'm telling you right now, don't call me about no problems. I'm not your friend. I don't want to hear that none of that. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't. You know what I mean? Don't call me about no problem. You know what I mean? I got family members, you know, that's upset with me right now. I don't, and guess what? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn shit, nigga. Shit. Give a damn about you being mad, nigga. Shit. You know, I mean, you'll get over, you'll be all right. Anyways, Vergil Ortiz. Sorry about that. I mean, Jaron Boots Ennis. Is it time for Boots Ennis? Y'all participate in the poll too. We got a poll up. Is it time for Boots Ennis to move on? Now that Vergil Ortiz fight is dead in the water. That shit dead as a doorknob. I'm not saying it ain't gonna be brought back to life, you know, with some wishes from the Dragon Ball, but it is what it is. You got Team Boots fans over here. You got Team Vergil fans over there. Listen, what them pro-black revolutionaries that say, yeah, man, you know, we the only people that be fighting against each other and suing and doing this and doing that. You don't see them other races and other groups doing that to each other. Well, that's a goddamn lie. We see it right now. 2 Mexican Americans suing each other. One Mexican American is suing his Mexican American promoter to try to get out of his contract that he says expired. And the other Mexican American countersued, and you know, to let his Mexican American fighter know that nah, motherfucker, you ain't going nowhere. I own your Mexican ass, your Mexican American ass. Okay, puto? And the judge is, you know, the judge seemed like they ruled in Oscar's favor for now. That's what it seemed like. So where does that leave Jaron Boots Ennis? Well, Jaron Boots Ennis has fought. He had 35 fights. And out of the 35 fights, how many cans he has fought? Probably 35. Maybe 34. Y'all, okay, you know, Stanley Onis win no hell of a fighter neither. I'm just telling you that right now. He didn't win no hell of a fighter. You know, because I know a lot of those PBC fighters that y'all see over there, y'all be hyping them up. Them, you know, they getting PBC hype. I don't know nobody talking about Stanley Onis. I ain't know nobody talking about him before Boots fought him. I don't know nobody talking about him after Boots fought him. I walk down the street, ain't nobody talking about, yeah, man, Stanley Onis is one of my favorite fighters. He in the same boat with Mario Barrios. Ain't none of these, all these niggas, a lot of these motherfuckers is cans. But there's levels to cans. You know, is Stanley Onis a soda can? Nah. Can? Yeah, he's a porky bean can. He a little tough can. Now the other niggas he fought was tomato cans and soda cans and beer cans. You know, I gotta say it. I gotta say it. You know, I'm just gonna call it like it is. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. Like, I don't think no fan base like me. The black fans of certain fighters and the Hispanic fans, I don't give a fuck. Fuck all of them. True. I'm dead ass serious, dog. Team fuck the other side. I don't give a fuck about neither side. The niggas, the crackers, the spicks, the small hats, I don't give a fuck about neither side, dog. I said what I said. I stand on that shit. 10 toes down, fam. You get what I'm saying? Get out your feelings, nigga. I care nothing about your feelings. Anyways, based on the information about the pending lawsuits, Oscar Dela Hoya and Vergil Ortiz have filed against each other. It appears that the fantasy match between Jaron Boots Ennis and Vergil Ortiz Jr. is dead in the water. It's dead in the water. If this is the case, then it's time for Boots to move on. Simple. The problem for Boots is this. He's been billed as the next great black hope by his fans, boxing pundits, and boxing pundits alike. When we hear stuff about Boots Ennis, what do we hear? We hear that he's Roy Jones 2.0. We hear he the Matrix. We hear he the $6 million man. We hear he catching bullets with his teeth. We hearing all these sparring stories. Greatest sparring stories in the history of sparring. And Not me, I don't see it. I damn so don't see it. I got cataract in my left eye and I got glaucoma in my right eye. So I don't see what they see. I don't. Because I understand one thing. I said, well, shit. Who is he for? And then when I look down that motherfucking resume, that 10-year resume, 10 years. Boy, I see 10 years of cans, one after another. Just being honest with you. If I piss some people off, I don't give a damn. This might not be the show for you. Bye, Felicia. True. Anyways, the only problem is in the 10 years Boots has been a professional, he hasn't fought anybody. He needs this Ortiz fight better than a hog needs slop. Boots needs to fight a big name fighter with the skill set to match his skill set. If not, he'll be looked upon as a big name hype job that hasn't fought anybody. And according to the latest news, Judge Cristina D. Silva granted Oscar Dela Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions, granted their motion for the interim injunction relief against Vergil Ortiz and to compel arbitration on Monday. So they got arbitration they're doing on Monday. Furthermore, the Nevada judge denied Golden Boy's motion to dismiss Vergil Ortiz's claim. So it's still hope, right? Instead of staying the action pending arbitration. This follows a February 20th hearing where both sides appeared before Judge Silva to argue whether the case should head to arbitration and whether Ortiz Jr. should be allowed to proceed with his career in the interim. Mexican Americans suing each other, huh? Yeah. Yeah, see, somebody got to let these shea butters know that, you know, I get y'all trying to make everything racial, but this ain't about that. Y'all, because a lot of y'all niggas try to relive the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. And I get it. Nigga, you wasn't born in that time. I get it. You get what I'm saying? Power to the people. I wish you luck. I wish you luck. Hope it work out for you. Anyways, the ruling arrives just hours after Ortiz filed an emergency motion with the court requesting confirmation that the 14-day temporary restraining order granted by Judge Silva had expired. Goddamn Vergil Ortiz trying to get away from Oscar. Now, Mama Hopefield, they love Oscar. You know, you got to talk to Oscar. We love Oscar at Golden Boy. He treats me and Kid right. Yeah, Mama. True. I know, Mama. I know. Yeah, Mama. I know, Mama. I know. Ta. Anyways, as I said before, Silva confirmed. Hold on. Call him back. Hold on. Yo, what's good? What's happening with you?
Hey, man, I don't know how to put this stuff on there, man. I can't figure that out. I mean, I got all the videos in my phone. I said I can put it up, but those videos you send me, there's no way I can't figure out how to transfer that to my YouTube channel. Yeah, well I think I sent you a link. You just got to download it. You got to download it on your computer, then upload it on your computer. Upload it from your computer. Oh, so it got to be on the computer. Yeah. You got a laptop, right? My wife got the laptop. She uses a laptop. I use my iPad and my phone. Well, you should be able to do it on the pad. Can you download the video on your pad? Have you tried to download? It's the Google link. Well, look, I'm live on the show right now. So what I do is I'll show you how to do it. It's real easy. All right. Yeah, so sorry about that.
Now, the judge Silva confirmed that the TRO had expired. So Vergil Ortiz was right about that. But Ortiz is not free to negotiate and sign a fight with Jaron Ennis. He's not allowed. So she acknowledged that it expired, but she's saying that he's not allowed to negotiate a fight with Boots, to fight Boots. You know what I mean? Or a promotional contract because of a fresh injunction granted by the court. So because there was a fresh injunction granted by the court, I guess apparently against him, you get what I'm saying, then he's not allowed to move forward. He's not allowed to move forward at all. Judge Silva also said in her ruling that she found that this action is what is it? What she said? Yeah, this action is arbitratable. Is arbitratable, and the injunction relief is necessary to preserve the status quo. So that's why she did that. I also, she said, this is what she said. I'm reading what she said. She said, thus I also grant Golden Boy's request for an interim injunction relief to allow for meaningful arbitration. So I hereby order that Ortiz may not negotiate or contract with third parties for further fights before the arbitration addresses the parties' dispute outlined in action, right? Pretty much outlined what both of these guys have grievances, right? It is what it is. So it appears highly unlikely that we will see the Vergil Ortiz and Jaron Ennis share the ring next, unless Ortiz and Golden Boy resolve matters in a timely fashion, which is highly unlikely. That's highly unlikely, right? So Boots is going to have to move on. The question I have for you guys is this. Jaron Ennis fans, this is the question I have for Jaron Ennis fans. Jaron Ennis fans, who would Boots fight next? It's a good question. He has a resume full of tomato cans. Facts. True. And Vergil Ortiz got a bunch of setup fights on this shit. But if I'm being fair, in all honesty, Vergil Ortiz have more names on this shit, so it is what it is. Me personally, I want to see both of these motherfuckers fight each other. Because I'm hearing Vergil Ortiz is supposed to be, I don't know, they say he one of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet, according to Oscar Dela Hoya. And then according to Boots fans, he Roy Jones 2.0 and he this and that. So I'm like, okay, well, if this nigga Mothra and this motherfucker Gamera, let Mothra and Gamera fight each other. That's only what we gonna see. And I know the argument. Oh, well, when Boots wanted to fight Vergil, Robert said they'll be ready in 4-5 years. Then when Turkey Al-Sheikh, when Vergil wanted to fight Boots and Turkey Al-Sheikh offered Boots all that money to move up to fight Boots, he turned the fight down. No, I don't want to fight. I'm going to stay in welterweight because I want to become undisputed. Only to move up after the very next fight. So there's no way around that. And I'm like, you know what? When you look at it, when you think about hindsight of 2020, Boots should have jumped on that fight when Turkey Al-Sheikh put the money up to pay for it. He should have jumped on it then. And the reason why I say that is this. It's because you got to try to take advantage of opportunities when they present themselves. Because you never know. You may never get that opportunity again. Not saying he won't get opportunity to fight Vergil, but I'm saying you never know. You may not get that opportunity again. So anytime the opportunity presents itself, you should always take it. Because Vergil Ortiz fans going to always point to that. No, when Turkey Al-Sheikh was involved, that was the best opportunity to make that fight when Turkey Al-Sheikh was involved. And he turned it down. So it's like, and then when you hear the pro boot side, they like, yeah, man, well, we trying to fight him now and Vergil ducking the fight and this and that and all this stuff there. He really don't want to fight. So it's kind of like both sides are having a duck off. Now, what Boots did that I did like was he pulled up in Prairie View, Texas, and he stepped inside of the ring. That was a gangster move right there, Boots did. I applaud him for that. Because when he do something I agree with, I applaud him. Same thing with Vergil Ortiz. When they do something I agree with, I applaud them. That's what I do. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna applaud when they do something I agree with. If I see some flaw shit, I'm gonna call it the way it is. As I said before, I don't have to pander to no fan base. I give a fuck about the fan bases, the fighters' fan bases. They don't mean shit to me. True. I'm just being honest. Get 25 fucks about them. You get what I'm saying? What it say? Grand Prairie coach? Well, Grand Prairie, Prairie View, Prairie Dog, Texas, whatever part of Texas Vergil Ortiz is from. The brother say Grand Prairie, Prairie Dog, Prairie View, whatever. Wherever Vergil Ortiz is from, you get what I'm saying? The best thing Boots did was pull up there. So Boots gonna have to, I'm thinking Boots is gonna have to move on. He's gonna have to move on. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, T coaches say promotional companies are making boxers look bad. Not necessarily. The boxers are making themselves look bad as well. Can't put it on the promotional companies because what you're doing is you are absolving the fighter of any responsibility at all and any accountability. There was no promotional company that had anything to do with Jaron Ennis turning down the offer from Turki Al-Sheikh to fight Vergil Ortiz. He made that decision on his own, him and his team. No promotional company had anything to do with that. Now, as it relates to what Vergil Ortiz got going on with Oscar Dela Hoya, you know, Vergil Ortiz sued Oscar Dela Hoya. So when you sue your promoter, what you think gonna happen? Especially when you sue your promoter when you're still under contract with him. Now, according to Vergil, he sued because by Oscar Dela Hoya not having a network deal with DAZN, this is our opportunity to leave. So apparently, Oscar Dela Hoya, the judge don't see it that way. So we'll see how that work out. You get what I'm saying? So how it work out, I don't know. But until then, you know, Boots shouldn't have to wait. Like, and I get Boots' position. He ain't fought nobody. Nigga ain't fought nobody in 10 years. So this would be his first name fighter that he's fought. Someone that has some credibility that all of the fans can get behind. So he need this fight bad. However, he's not going to get it right now. So he's going to have to move on and fight somebody else. So we're going to look at some options that maybe he should have. He over there with Eddie the Hitman Hearn. Snake oil, he over there with snake oil salesman Eddie Hearn, so they should be able to slither up on somebody and find something. Eddie got some fighters over there that probably Boots can fight. They ain't got no name, but you know, I don't know, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? You know, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they call Eddie Hearn. They call Eddie Hearn the blue-eyed devil. Yeah, he the blue-eyed devil. Okay, well, Boots over there working with him. I mean, I don't subscribe to that, but you know, shout out to the power to the people, right? I don't want to see the nigga fight cans no more, myself. So, will Boots fight a worthy opponent for his 36th professional fight? Or will it be business as usual? Let's look at Ring Magazine's top 10 fighters at 154 to see what options are available for Roy Jones 2.0. In other news, and of course I'm being sarcastic. So also a lot of shit going on with Floyd, you know, Mr. Like I said before, Mr. You know, I got skyscrapers in New York, I got skyscrapers in Dubai, Mr. You know, $300 million a month. He's supposed to be making in his next investment. I'm heavy in real estate, heavy. And then come to find out, he spoke about him investing in all the property in New York. So that was the real estate he was talking about. Come to find out, he was lying about that. Everybody know that because that's public record. The guy who owned the buildings came out and said that this motherfucker lying. Ain't nobody. This man ain't bought shit. Floyd ain't came back and said Floyd ain't came back and refuted nothing. This man got lawsuits everywhere. I'm seeing motherfucker Logan Paul talking about Floyd still owing money. The jeweler suing them. The people from he owe rent, this and that. I'm like, well, shit. The Flomos, oh man, they just hating. Floyd got 400-500 mil. I'm like, boy, listen. The Flomos are some of the slowest motherfuckers I ever seen in my life. I hate low IQ people. I mean, I don't hate them. I just hate being around them. Low IQs, I can't fuck with them. I just being honest with you. Can't fuck with low IQs. Motherfuckers say, y'all, nigga, you think you all that? And yeah, in comparison to you, yes, I am. I'm all that. And a bag of chips. I'm saying to the low IQ motherfuckers. Because I can't. I mean, there's nothing that, there's nothing we can talk about. What we gonna talk about? Nigga, I'm on another planet. And then you see them coming from a mile away. And I get it. You ain't got shit going on in your life and you living your life vicariously through your favorite fighter. The nigga is rich people broke. That's the reality of the situation. It's like somebody, it happens. It happens. A lot of this ain't nothing new. Mike Tyson lost it all and got a lot of it back. He ain't got what he had before, but he got a lot of it back. He lost it all, had to go all the way back down. I think Mike said he had like $10 million left. $10 million is a lot of money to me and you. But in comparison to someone like Mike Tyson, who grossed over $500 million in his career, I think they say he had like they say Mike grossed over $500 million in his career. Bloated. I mean, it happens. Shit, if you spending money like water, just think, if you don't have any financial discipline, I got money, and you don't know how to properly count your money, you don't know how to keep it, you don't know how to budget. See, budgeting is a motherfucker. You got to know how to budget your money. It don't matter how much money you make. Can you budget it? Because what you make and what you bring home is two different things. Broke niggas don't know that. This ain't the streets. This ain't the dope game. When you in the streets and you making money and you ain't got to pay no taxes on it, it don't work like that in the real world. In the real world, when you make real money, you pay taxes on it on real money. That's just how it is. I was watching an interview from Kevin Hart, and Kevin Hart say that he budgets this is how he budgets his money. He say, if I made $10 million, he say, I automatically cut that in half. Because half of that going to taxes. Damn near half. Really 40% of that going to taxes. So he said, so out of that 10 million, 40% is gone off the top. So you really don't have 10 million. So he said, I have 6 million left. Out of that 6 million, you got bills and all that shit that got to be paid and all that stuff there. He say, so really, he said, I don't live off the 6 million that I have left. I live off half of that. So, because 40 going to the taxes, and the other half is going to whatever expenses and stuff that need to be paid. He say, so I live off 3 million. He just gave an example. He live off a third of what he earns. That's what he say. And then whatever going to investments and stuff like that. And like me, I have a Roth account, so I gotta invest. I gotta deposit $8,000 a year into my Roth account. You get what I'm saying? So that's gonna be for retirement and shit. But every year I do that. So, your money got to go there, this and that. You get what I'm saying? So that's what Kevin Hart say. Now, if you someone like a Floyd Mayweather, who is a compulsive gambler, brag about spending money, love tricking on hoes, who go to his jeweler who he been dealing with for years, and I'm gonna get 20 watches. 20 watches for what? What the fuck I'm gonna do with 20 Rolex watches? Like what I'm gonna do with 20 Rolex watches? Just being honest. Y'all hit the like button. What I'm gonna do with 20 Rolex watches? I'm just, it happens. When you got motherfuckers spending, and then you got more money going out than coming in. Hell, perfect example. The government. The government has a debt. have a deficit. If the United States government can have a deficit, then a nigga from, you know what I mean, from where you from, Grand Rapids, Michigan, can have one too. This is how it is. If you don't budget that money and you spend it, that shit gonna happen. Then you gonna have a bunch of people suing you. Them people ain't suing here for nothing. Everything ain't hate. Motherfuckers just suing you. You just can't dismiss, oh, they just hate. Nah, nigga, he owe these motherfuckers. Also, if you behind on your rent and the motherfucking, you behind on your rent and the landlord put an eviction notice on your door. Oh, he just hating on me, dog. No, he hating on you, nigga. You behind in rent. Oh, he just hating. Don't want to see a nigga come up. No, you behind in rent, fam. That's all I'm saying. Man, they repossessing my car. They hating on the nigga. Why they repossess it? Oh man, I was about 3-4 months behind, but they hating on the nigga. No, they wasn't hating. You just ain't 3-4 months behind. Sometimes it's just that simple. Do you get what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just that simple. That's what it is. That's all I'm saying. True. Shit, you know, rich people get sued every day, B. This ain't nothing new. You get what I'm saying? Kendall Price say the right Rolex watches are the best investment. It has to stay original and have the paperwork. Well, you got to pay for it. It don't look like for Floyd, that's an investment. Apparently, he ain't investing in Rolex watches. He not paying his jewelers. The man is suing him for non-payment. So, you get what I'm saying? They sued him for non-payment. So what is that, a non-payment investment? A non-payment investment, huh? You get what I'm saying? So anyways, we'll see exactly how this shit go. Today's show is sponsored. This motherfucker here, I keep telling this man. Today's show is sponsored by Foster's Barbershop. If you are in the city of Tampa, download the app Booksy. That's BOOKSY. Foster's Barbershop is located at 1923 West Main Street, West Tampa, Florida, 33607. Let them know that Coach Malachi sent you and you will receive a 10% discount. Let's give our sponsor a round of applause. Shout out to Chris Legg in the building, Willie in the building. Shout out to Reggie Owens is in the building. Shout out to Akila's here, Curtis Ross. Who else we got, man? Shout out to Curtis. What's going on, brother? We got Clinton in the building. 15 rounds, SRG. Bandino, salute. We got my main man, Schoolo X, man. Kendall Price, Mr. Tomato Can, salute. Shout out to the lovely Miss Connie. T-Culture is here. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man, like, you know, that just like for me, that's just reality of the situation. That's it. Shit happens, bro. Shit happens. Shit happens in life, right? And you know, and best believe if you someone who working and retired from your job and you come out of retirement and start back working again, it's, you know, best believe when you see a motherfucker do that, it's because, you know, they retirement, they don't have enough money to last them through retirement. Just talk to regular, average, everyday people who, like, when you see these old people, like you go in a grocery store and you see grandma in there bagging groceries, working for Winn-Dixie. Why you think she working for Winn-Dixie? That Social Security check ain't enough to keep up with inflation. That retirement check ain't enough to keep up. She might have other things that she have to do. And if she dip into her retirement money, that's just enough for her to live until she dies or live until he dies or whatever the case may be, then that's going to put a financial strain on her or him. So they got to come out of retirement and go back to working. It's real simple to people who work. Shout out to DT. What's going on, fam? Shout out to M. Cole. It's real simple to common folk like me and you who work. To a Knick sack, that don't make no sense. Because it doesn't match with his perception of how his idol, because this is his idol. And when you idolize a motherfucker, Like, put it this way. Everything ain't racial and everything ain't hating. Sometimes things are just what it is. When you hear a motherfucker just say this and that, they're being very dismissive because it doesn't conform with what they already want to believe, i.e. confirmation bias. It doesn't confirm with what they already want to believe. That's just what it is. Now, sometimes shit is just what it is. Sometimes it ain't no conspiracy, ain't nobody hating, it ain't the white man. No, sometimes niggas just do dumb shit. People do dumb shit. Whether it's the white nigga, the Spanish nigga, the black nigga, or whoever, the Chinese, it don't matter. Sometimes things are nigga just fucked up. It happens. So he got to come out of retirement and fight some more. Why? Because he need the money. And I've been telling y'all, like, it's so much shit going on that I can tell you about, especially how the celebrity and the media shit work. Like, so much shit be smoke and mirrors, it be smoke and mirrors. So much shit be smoke and mirrors, bro. Shit don't be what you think it is. You get what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. Q-Zone say making over 100 million a fight would be all right if he's broke. Well, put it this way. Q-Zone, do you have a job? Just ask. Do you have a job? Because I don't know how old you are or whatever. Shout out to the real McCoy.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy. He say Boots Ennis versus Iron Man Charlo, Ortiz versus Conwell on a Golden Boy Promotions card of a Schofield versus Keyshawn Davis. Build up the hype of Boots versus Ortiz, in my opinion. Mr. Real McCoy. Man, you believe in Santa Claus, huh? Boy, you got it all laid out. You believe in Santa Claus. Boy, Real McCoy, I wish you was the promoter. Boy, look, he say Boots versus Iron Man Charlo, which, I could potentially see that happening. Ortiz versus Conwell, all on a Golden Boy card with Floyd Schofield versus Keyshawn Davis to build up the hype for Boots and versus Ortiz. Lord have mercy. Boy, let's give my main man, the real McCoy, a round of applause. Lord, let's give him that round. Shit. Man, I tell you what, hey, real McCoy. And while you're at it, let's put Black Freezer. Let's put Black Freezer and match him up with Ultra Instinct Goku, and then we gonna take Godzilla and put him on the undercard. Put him on that same undercard against doggone King Kong. Then what we gonna do? Then what we gonna do? We gonna bring back Cool D and put him on the undercard and let him fight LL Cool J. True. Yeah, I'm just being honest with you, fam. Just being honest. I mean, I hope it work out like that. I hope it work out. Good plan. Maybe we can talk to Oscar Dela Hoya real McCoy. Talk to Oscar. Say, yeah, Oscar, you know what I'm saying? This how it's gonna be. Like, who gonna pay for it? Who gonna pay for it? It's a good question. If it's gonna be on a Golden Boy card, Oscar ain't paying them niggas. That sound like a Turk Island sheet card, fam, to be honest with you. Hey, go remember, Corey, Oscar ain't paying them at all. You know that. Oscar ain't paying nothing. Only thing Oscar doing is wearing pantyhose and a snoring coat. That's about it. And he gonna pay for that card? Where he gonna get the money from to pay for that? You gotta pay Boots and Charlo? Vergil Ortiz suing them and trying to get the hell away from him now. So they would have to get over their lawsuit first. They suing each other. You get what I'm saying? That's why I say it's, yeah, but shout out to Reggie Owens. He say Floyd did every damn thing wrong with his money. His biggest effort was not ensuring his kids went out and got the degrees in the medical fields, law and engineering. Hey, Reg, you know what? Check this out. Reg, check this out. Check this out, Reg. Because I was really, really looking at that, fam. Like, he sued Showtime and he's suing Stephen Espinosa, but he didn't sue Al Heyman. However, all throughout the lawsuit, Al Heyman's name is being mentioned in a negative light. Stephen Espinosa, for the Showtime boxing no longer exists. Stephen Espinosa, Showtime is owned by Paramount Plus. Stephen Espinosa works for PBC. Al Heyman's PBC. Do you get what I'm saying, Rez? So I'm like, okay. 10 years, when did Floyd retire? Almost 10 years ago, something of that sort? All these years go by, and you just realizing, man, I'm owed $340 million. According to him. Because just because you sue a motherfucker don't mean that it's true or you gonna get that. Because there are two sides of the argument. There's two sides of the coin. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, and outside of Waddell and Reed, meaning the hedge fund company and stuff like that, outside of that, in boxing, I don't know any other fighters that say anything bad about Al Heyman, as the Heymanites would say. Ain't nobody else complaining. So if I was around with that narrative, you get what I'm saying, Reg? I'm like, well, shit, ain't nobody else suing Al. I just see it. I think Errol Spence said he loved Al recently. Keith Thurman ain't suing Al about no money. Ain't nobody got no issues with Al about no money. I'm talking about the star black fighters. So I'm kind of like, you know what? Floyd, and then I showed y'all the video. Floyd had got rid of Al Heyman, and I showed y'all where he went to the Republican Jewish what it was, the Republican Jewish coalition. He went to the Jewish Republican or something like that coalition. And he was the only, and guess what? He was the only black man in the building. It was all white Jews. Small hats. And they were walking behind him. They had their little flags. Floyd was smiling, cheesing, buck dancing all the way up on the stage. I showed y'all he met his new, I'm the one that showed y'all that in boxing. I showed y'all he met his newfound friend, Jonah. Another Jewish guy who's from Los Angeles. And he moved to New York. And he was doing business with his other Jewish brothers. Criminal business, according to what's out there. I just showed y'all that. Talking about the dude Jonah. And he ended up getting busted by the feds. And then that very same guy, Jonah, Jewish guy, who got busted by the feds, according to public record, I showed y'all the video, he turned on his other fellow Jewish brethren. He snitched on them and had them sent to jail. So the question I ask myself is this. If Jonah, the Jewish guy, would turn on his other fellow Jewish brethren, according to the public record, turn on them, what the fuck make you think he ain't gonna cross you, nigga? True. Oh, you that special nigga. Yo, my friend Jonah. And then they made this nigga get on stage. And he said to my friend, Jonah, you're like family to me. And it's simple. If you have a problem with Jonah, you have a problem with me. You just met this motherfucker 2 years ago. So I went to think about that. I say, nah, you know what? He talking all that shit about Al Haymon. You don't hooked up. You don't hooked up with no people from the Republican Party. Well, you don't put up with the Jewish coalition and the Republican Party. It ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't care nothing about Republican, Democrat. I look at all of them the same anyway, myself. You get what I'm saying? I ain't don't need a team, to be honest with you. Because I understand one fundamental principle that most people don't understand. There's no difference between the right wing of the bird and the left wing of the bird. Why? Because both wings are attached to the same bird. Both wings work together for the common good of the bird. And the feathers that's on the wings represent each politician. Whether it be a president, a vice president, a senator of California, or a senator of Florida, or a senator of Washington, D.C., or a senator of anywhere else, each feather represents the politician. And sometimes a feather will fall out, an old feather will fall out, meaning an old politician, and a new feather will grow in that spot. So I understand that very well. But again, I use critical thinking skills, and I'm not like the average citizen that's walking around in society. I'm very different. It's a bunch of people that think like me, but they kind of like low key in the cut. So we'll move that on. So it really don't matter to me. But you met your new friends with at the Republican Jewish Coalition Committee, and then now you turn on really Al. And the reason why I say Al is because he can't sue him. Now, according to Rick Glazer, he said, yeah, well, Al Haymon and Floyd settled out of court for $100 million. I don't believe that. Like, I don't believe everything, because a lot of motherfuckers a lot. Because it's coming from a motherfucker who hate Al Haymon. So, and I get that. And Rick Glazer, shout out to him, whatever, but I don't believe that. Oh, so Al Haymon settled out of court and gave this nigga $100 million? I would have to see proof of that. I don't believe that. Yeah, that's why he's suing Stephen Espinosa, because him and Al settled out of court. Who told you that? Where you got that from? I don't believe that at all. I got to see receipts on that. Because all throughout that lawsuit, he throwing the man under the bus. $100 million is a lot of money. Yeah, man, don't bring me to court. Let me just give you this $100 million under the table. That shit don't even sound right. That shit, I ain't gonna lie, that shit don't even sound. I'll give it a nigga $100 million under the table. Oh, he ain't paying Waddell and Reed. So Al ain't paying Waddell and Reed, but he gonna pay this nigga. So I say, nah, I don't think Al took any money from Floyd Mayweather. I think Floyd Mayweather blowed his money. He don't hooked up with this crook named Jonah. Jonah has a track record for stealing and robbing people out of money. That's what he got busted for. And he told on his other Jewish friends his other Jewish family members and friends to save himself. So you hooked up with a crook. You hooked up with a thief. That man don't put the flim-flam down on you. Convince you to go sue Stephen Espinosa in Showtime. Good luck with that. And he's taking all your money out through the back door. Now all of a sudden, you owe this dude, you owe that dude, you owe this landlord, you owe that jeweler. People who you have been knowing for years, you had a good relationship with business-wise, you owe these motherfuckers now. Oh, all of them just hating? So all of them just hating now, huh? No, sometimes everything ain't hate and everything ain't race. Sometimes, motherfucker just did that shit. Sometimes that's what it is. No, he did that shit. True. He fucked his money up. That's what he did. He fucked his money up. Just like any other motherfucker, fucked his money up, blowed his money. You get what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyways, before we get into the show, I want to dedicate this show to the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Y'all know what time it is, man. Shout out to the PYTs, the tenderonis, and the honey dips. And we can't forget about the snow bunnies.
See, eyes shine, she's my snow bunny queen. In the winter light suit, she's my sweet Dr. Queen. Tuck to my nose, this lover's got it so raw. Make you goose, stepping out, grip out of control.
Turn it up, it's me against the light.
Snow bunny,
Moving on the bar, everything's so right. Got that smooth, so feel.
no, that's
Dance until the light, with my snow, turn it up. Then party by the night.
see her eyes shine, she's my snow bunny queen. In the winter light suit, she's my sweet Dr. Queen. Tuck to my nose, this lover's got it so raw. Make you goose, stepping out, grip out of control.
Turn it up, it's me against the light.
Snow bunny,
Moving on the bar, everything's so right. Got that smooth, so feel.
no, that's
Dance until the light, with my snow, turn it up. Then party by the night.
see her eyes shine, she's my snow bunny queen. In the winter light suit, she's my sweet Dr. Queen. Tuck to my nose, this lover's got it so raw. Make you goose, stepping out, grip out of control.
Turn it up, it's me against the light.
Snow bunny,
Moving on the bar, everything's so right. Got that smooth, so feel.
no, that's
Dance until the light, with my snow, turn it up. Then party by the night.
see her
Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Snow Bunny Love, the number one hood, the number one hit song in the hood at every liquor store. You see what I'm saying? I had a friend of mine call me from Compton, and he was playing Snow Bunny Love in the background. Of course, I'm making that up.
true.
No, I did have a partner call from Compton though. They weren't playing Snow Bunny Love, but I told her, I said, look here, man, Snow Bunny Love, the hottest song. He loved that song though. He been listening to the show. I said, yeah, it's the hottest song in the country, in the hood, on the underground, fam. We make it, listen, we finna go on a Snow Bunny Love tour, and we gonna invite Dr. Umar Johnson to be the special guest. Say, Dr. Umar, we going on a Snow Bunny Love tour. We're going to show our appreciation for the snow bunnies, brothers and sisters. See, brother Umar, you got to understand, there are some snow bunnies that's down with the cause, and they ride or die queens. So, you can't discriminate. Like, you ever heard of the Queen of England? She wasn't, she wasn't an African queen, but she was the queen, but she was still a queen. She was the Queen of England. She was the real queen. So, I'm talking about the queen who had power and royalty and rich and had jewels. None of this fictitious shit. So, Dr. Umar, you a prince, huh? You a prince, huh? But yeah, you panhandling and begging for money.
True.
Hey, listen, but listen, what kind of prince this is right here? Listen, Lord have mercy. You dig?
If I take your woman who never been out the United States a day in her life, if I take your woman who never been out the United States a day in her life, if I take your woman who never been out the United States a day in her life and take her with me, she spent a week in Africa with King Kong Alicious. She's going to spend a week in Africa with King Kong Alicious. Do you think she ever coming back home to you? Let's just be honest. If I take her on a ride with the prince, do you really think she coming back home to you? I'm going to drink to that. Next Negro who hate, I'm going to snatch your chick.
Yeah, man, if she go on a trip with the prince, bro, I'm talking about, ain't got no, nigga, a prince ain't got no kingdom, nigga, a king ain't got no kingdom. Like, okay, fam, where your kingdom at, fam? I know you said you a prince and shit, but fam, listen, where your kingdom at, fam? You know what I mean? Nigga, you panhandling right now. Nigga, panhandling. The crazy part about it, this motherfucker got some followers. I think 90% of his 90% of his supporters are women, black women. 90% of black women support this man. I ain't saying 90% of black women in America. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I think most of his supporters are 90% of them are black women. He had the men too. He had me back in 2016. I sent the nigga about what I sent him. I think I sent them like 50 or 75. I think I sent them like $50. So I sent them $50. I did that. I did my part. You get what I'm saying? And that was about 10 years ago. About 10 years ago, I sent like $50 and shit. FDMG. That was before I think that was before he had the building. I'm not sure. Did he get the building at that time? I don't think he had it yet. Maybe he had it, maybe he didn't. I'm not sure, but it's been so long ago. You know what I mean? But I'm like, yeah, man, like shit, like all this pseudo shit. all this pseudo shit. I'm like, hey, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, you get what I'm saying? I'm like, man, shit, all this pseudo shit. So yeah, but anyway, I'm thinking what we gonna do. I think this summer we gonna have a Snow Bunny Love tour. And I want to invite all of the Snow Bunnies. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna have Dr. Umar host. We're gonna invite all now. You got to be fine. You got to be fine Snow Bunnies now. We don't want them ugly Snow Bunnies who flat up and who got an ironing board backside. We ain't looking for that. We looking for some thick. We ain't looking for the trailer park was neither. The one that got the one tooth, the one that got the two teeth, but the other two rotting and coming out the trailer park. We don't want them neither. We want the creme de la creme Snow Bunnies to go on this tour. You get what I'm saying? Like, and what we gonna do? We gonna get some brothers. We gonna get some of our good brothers from the NOI to do the security. Find out, hey brother, come on over here, brother. Assalamu alaikum, black man, come on over here, brother. I know you pro-black revolutionary. Look here, we just need you to do the security, because we got these Snow Bunnies coming on stage. We on a Snow Bunny tour. We just need you to do the security, all right? You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I see you over there sweating over there, brother. Hold on, brother Omar. You all right? You over there sweating now? I see you sweat. I see you cutting your eyes, nigga sitting there on post like this here, looking like, God damn, Lord, shit, what she find in a motherfucker. Lord, you know what I mean? Especially listen. Boy, let me tell you something. I'm finna say this and then we gonna move on. How many people ever heard of Krispy Kreme donuts? By raise a hand, tell me have anybody ever heard of Krispy Kreme donuts? Krispy Kreme. I used to fuck up no Krispy Kreme back in the day. Listen, check this out. I'm at the gym, right? True story. I'm at the gym. Man, let me tell you something. This the honest to God truth. The reason why I'm gonna pitch this to Dr. Umar. I'm gonna say, Dr. Umar, look here, baby boy. We need you. The best way we gonna raise this money up, rest of the money that you need. Now, they say you snort coke too. I don't know how true that is. They say you snorting coke. You do show that kind of behavior as well. When you go to play with your nose, you looking wide-eyed and shit, looking crazy. I'm like, yeah, but he don't, you know what I mean? But again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I don't want to throw my brother under the bus. It was this white chick at the gym. I think I told y'all a while ago, bruh. She wasn't 5'5", but she was thick in the thighs, and she was bow-legged. True. I'm in the gym, right? I think I'm doing pull-ups. I'm doing pull-ups and dips this day. And then I leave from doing dips and pull-ups, and then I go over to the bench because I'm doing traps. I'm doing traps. They got this big ass mirror right here, right? I had the motherfucker turned around. I'm like, God, what the fuck? You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Listen. All the revolutionary shit left my brain just that fast. I'm like, what the fuck? But she was finding her mother. Listen, everybody was stopping and look. Everybody. I say, I be damn. Lord him. I was like, hey bro, look here. Nigga had, listen, I saw one dude, he had no grab his chest, and you know how Fred Sanford, when Silva say, oh Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you, honey, and he looking in the sky. Lord have mercy. But listen, but I saw niggas getting weak at the knees. True. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, nigga, listen. I was like, listen, the revolution. The revolution was on hold for that for about a good 30 to 45 seconds. By a good 30 to 45 seconds, the revolution was on hold. I say, man, God damn, what the fuck? I remember, hey, bro, I ain't gonna say a lie to you, boy. But the revolution was on hold for about a good 30 to 45 seconds. Man, my bro, she was so goddamn fine, dog. She looked like a Krispy Kreme donut, fresh out the oven. She looked like a box of glistening Krispy Kreme donuts, fresh out the oven. See, back in my day, back in my day, like when you go to Krispy Kreme, the only time you can get hot donuts back in my day, we talking about the early 90s, 80s, late 80s, early 90s, 80s and 90s, right? Was at a certain time of night. After 12 o'clock, a lot of people used to go to Krispy Kreme after 12 o'clock because that's when they go to baking them and they're coming out of the oven fresh and hot. That's back then. Now you can get them, it don't matter, right? Man, bro, you ever bought a box of Krispy Kreme donuts and you see how good them motherfuckers look? They go to shining and glistening and all that stuff right there. Bro, she look just like that. True. Hey, bro. Hey, listen, you know she was fine because I'm still talking about her. That was a while ago. I'm still talking about it. Well, I do see her at the gym, so I be at the gym and shit. So different times outside, I be like, man, bro, listen, bro, I had to turn my head, dog. I be like, I had to turn my head. But I'm talking about, boy, nigga, boy, man, I'm trying to tell you, boy. Trying to tell you. That's all I'm saying. We must internalize the flashulation of the matter in order to transmit the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further perpetrate, to protrude on the issue of world domination will only circumvent, excuse me, Brother Muhammad, circumcise the revelation which now expects the aphrodisiac symptoms will now perpetrate the Jerry Curls activation. True. Boy, I understand, boy, I get it, boy, I swear to God, I get it, boy, I swear for God, I get it. Lord have mercy, boy. I was like, man, fuck what these niggas talking about, boy. You niggas talking about, boy. I'm trying to tell you, boy. I ain't mad. I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him. More power to him. Power to him. Hey, anyway, let's get into the show. Now, anyway, let's see where we at. Let's look at this. This is why I say Jaron Boots in his shit is going to have to move on. Let's look at what we got right here. I'm going to drop these phone lines. I think he's going to have to move on. He's going to have to. Anyway, let's go right here. Let's see. Vergil Ortiz, Jaron Ennis dealt huge blow after Nevada judge rules in favor of Golden Boy. Close this ad. Just 10 days after Ryan Garcia's win over Mario Barrios, Golden Boy Promotions has secured another significant victory, except this time in the courtroom against one of his own star fighters, Vergil Ortiz Jr. Judge Cristina D. Silva granted Golden Boy's motion for interim injunction relief against Vergil Ortiz to compel arbitration on Monday. Furthermore, the Nevada judge denied Golden Boy's motion to dismiss Ortiz's claim, instead staying the action pending arbitration. This follows a February 20th hearing where the sides appeared before Judge Silva to argue whether the case should head to arbitration and whether Vergil Ortiz Jr. should be allowed to proceed with his career in the interim. So he's saying that, listen, look, man, I know we got this court case going on and stuff like that, but allow me to, since you did what you did, allow me to just continue my career while this is still going on. So what's bad for Vergil is his Mexican-American promoter, whom he sued first, is putting him a stop in his career at this point. And it's all because Vergil Ortiz sued. So, for every action, there's a reaction. You dig? So, it is what it is. The ruling arrives just hours after Ortiz filed in an emergency motion with the court requesting confirmation that the 14-day temporary restraining order, which is looked upon as a TRO, right, granted by Judge Silva, had expired. Silva confirmed that the TRO had expired, but Ortiz is not free to negotiate and sign a Jaron Boots in his fight or a promotional contract or sign a promotional contract with someone else because of a fresh injunction granted by the court. So this is pretty much putting him in, So it says further because I find this actionable it says further because I find this action is arbitrable. I guess he's trying to say arbitrable, right? Injunction relief is necessary to preserve the status quo. Thus, I also grant Golden Boy's request for interim injunction relief to allow for meaningful arbitration. They say it's supposed to happen Monday. So I hereby order that Ortiz may not negotiate or contact with third parties for further fights before the arbitration addresses the parties' disputes, meaning their issues they have with each other set forth in this action. So a third party would be like Turk Al-Sheikh. A third party would be, I want to try to deal directly with the zone, or a third party could be Vergil Ortiz's manager, because his manager is trying to negotiate deals and stuff like that. Oscar put a hold on all of that. So now, what does this have to do with Jaron Ennis? Well, Jaron Ennis wants to fight Vergil Ortiz. According to this, he's not going to be able to fight him right now. So does Jaron Ennis sit around and wait? What does he do? Let's go over here, because I want to show y'all something else. Because this what I was talking about, right? I want to show y'all something else. Let's go over here. I pulled up. I have the liberty of pulling up Ring Magazine rankings. Let's look at the Ring Magazine. As you can see right here, this is for junior middleweight. Last I checked, Vergil Ortiz and Jaron Ennis fight at junior middleweight, right? The Ring Magazine is vacant at 154. Vacant. Vergil Ortiz is considered the number one guy, according to Ring Magazine, pound for pound, right? Number one guy he's the number one guy in the 154 pound division, according to them, right? Because the Ring Magazine is vacant. Why? How they did that? I don't know. I really don't know, but they did it. Sebastian Fundora is right behind Vergil Ortiz. There's one unified junior middleweight champion in the division, and that's Xander Zayas. Israel Madrimov, I think he got a couple of losses, but they have him at number 5. Last fight, when he fought Vergil Ortiz, he was sick. He still fought. Number 6 is Jaron Ennis. They say Roy Jones 2.0. They say the boogeyman of the division. I don't see Boogie. I see the man, but I don't see the Boogie. So, then number 7, they got Josh Kelly. I think Josh Kelly is a matchroom fighter. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Then we got Bakram. I think Bakram, I don't know which promotion the company he with. I think he's with Kathy Duval. So, he just took a loss, but whole lot of people who were scared of him. He lost. Nigga, you didn't whip him. He lost a decision over there in the UK. I think it was a split decision or something of that sort, or majority decision, something like that. Then we got Brandon Adams, big bad Brandon Adams. Brandon Adams is here. Then they got a boss. That's who Xander Zayas for. So they got 11 on here. Well, really 10 fighters. They got 10 fighters on here. Because number one is nobody is here because no one has the ring belt. So you have 10 fighters on this list, but no one has the ring belt. So let's say if Vergil Ortiz wants to fight someone and win that ring belt or whatever, then everybody on the list will move up one spot. So Vergil will be number 1, Fundora be number 2, Xander be at number 3, and vice versa on up, right? And they can shuffle them how they see fit. So, Jaron Ennis is going to have to fight somebody that, you know what I'm saying? That, bro, the nigga been fighting for 10 years. He ain't fought nobody. I mean, that's just the truth. He ain't fought nobody. So, I believe in building up a fighter, but goddamn, 10 years? That's the same shit they did to Wilder. Same shit they did to Wilder. Wilder fought every kid. I don't know what people see. Well, he was over there at Golden Boy. So, Golden Boy have a plethora of kids over there. Wilder damn near had 40. I think Wilder was 39-0 or something like that. Bro, fam. He was fighting mofos ranked number 300, ranked number 260, motherfuckers who was unranked. Boots has a resume like that. He got motherfuckers that ain't ranked. I'm telling you. So he's going to need, I want to see Boots. Boots going to need to fight somebody. He's going to need to fight somebody. So now we're looking at his options. I think if he fight Bakram, I think like Bakram, that'll be a good fight. I like that fight. Brandon Adams, I wouldn't mind seeing Boots do that Matrix stuff against him if he can. It got to be somebody who the fans gonna be like, yeah, you know what? Yeah. Madrimov. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Boots against Madrimov. Xander Zayas. Xander Zayas is a unified champion. I wouldn't mind seeing that fight. You know, any of these dudes now, Fundora is fighting. Fundora is fighting Keith Thurman. Vergil Ortiz is off the table. He's in a standoff. He's in a Mexican standoff with he's in a Mexican-American standoff with his promoter, Oscar Dela Hoya. So I think Eddie Hearn is going to have to try to put him in a fight with Madrimov, Xander Zayas, Josh Kelly, Bakram, Brandon Adams. I like everybody on this list. I don't know much about this guy, so I ain't really talk about him like that. I don't know much about this guy. You know what I mean? To be fair, I like everybody on this list, fam. I do. I like everybody on this list. I won't even trip. I won't even trip. Anybody on this list is better than anything Boots have fought. Anything. Everybody on that list is better than anything Boots have fought. So I like that list. Now again, I don't know about this guy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know much about him. I don't know much about him. Abbas, I checked out a few of his fights. I didn't know much about Abbas neither. So I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't know much about Abbas neither. These two right here, I don't know much about. Now, anything from Brandon Adams on up, yeah, I like that. Not saying that these guys down here won't be good fights. I'm not sure, but I'm saying that we know about Brandon Adams. We know about, hey, where's Brandon Adams from? Do anybody know? Where he from? Nationality USA. I know that's a nationality. Where's Brandon Adams from? Do anybody know? Seeking out. Something telling me he's from the Midwest. Is he from the Midwest? Oh, and another thing too. If they can make that if Eddie Hearn can make that Jamel Charlo fight. Boy, I show enough. Now, if you boot, Jamel Charlo might be the fight to go at. I'm going to tell you why. You catching him at the right time. Jamel Charlo ain't fought in 2.5 years since the last time he fought Canelo in September of 2023. So 2.5 years, you know, Jamel Charlo haven't fought. So if Boots can catch Jamel Charlo, this would be the good time to get him. He coming off a 2.5-year layoff, ring rust, and he got a name. He's the former undisputed champion at 154. He didn't lose his he didn't lose his belts in the ring. He lost moving up to 168 to fight Canelo, but nobody beat him at 154. That's the fight. True. That's the fight right there. That's the fight. Matter that I think about it, that's the fight, fam. That's the fight. Jamel, matter of fact, let's see what's up. Oh, somebody just posted Mama Holyfield. And I'm out thinking about Mama Holyfield sitting there like, that's all y'all do. Call niggas names out and ain't fighting nobody. That's all, listen, that's all this nigga do. That's all Mama Ho do. Call motherfuckers out and ducking. I'm not gonna duck this time, I promise. See what Mama Ho talking about.
What's up?
Mama Ho got that head on. See, let me tell you something, Mama Ho. See, the difference between me and you, Mama Ho, is this. I can do this. I'd rather be with you. Yeah. See, that's the difference between me and you. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you go to India and get a hair transplant or something. But anyway, let's see what Mama Ho talking about.
What's up? Keyshawn, I see you calling out Pitbull and everybody. You know I got to get up on here, Keyshawn. Why don't you call out Kid? You shook Oscar's hand. You said, let's make this happen. That was last year. After we had this WBA fight, we will come up and we'll fight you or either your big brother. I want y'all to show and prove. Y'all say y'all like that. Make it happen. Get past that fight, whatever fight you calling for. Kid, get past this one. And let's
now this cloud chase. Now y'all, I don't like to really use the term cloud chasing, but this is the definition of cloud chasing. Nigga, you call niggas out and then duck them after you call them out. And then when they got a fight coming up, you go to bringing their name up again. Yeah, you know, they don't want to fight, kids. Wait a minute. Okay. Your cloud chase, your cloud chase Tinkerbell from Baltimore. Listen, Tank not gonna fight, kid. I mean, we sparred Tank before. We the one get the champions ready for their fights. They know what Kid does in the ring. They know, look how hard he punches. Like, what you think gonna happen if Kid? And see, that's why I'm kind of mad at Tevin Farmer. I'm mad at Tevin Farmer because of this. Boy, this old garbage ass cross-eyed nigga from doggone Philly. I think Tevin Farmer from Philly, right? And shout out to Tevin Farmer. I met Tevin Farmer. I like Tevin Farmer. I met him in Omaha, Nebraska. You know, Tevin Farmer's one of the nicest people you ever want to meet. I was on a plane with him and Mickey Bay. We was at Omaha. I was on a plane with him for one of the nicest guys. I even got a picture with Tevin Farmer. But what pissed me off was this. Again, I can like it, but you can get it too. Remember that, right? I pledge allegiance to no nigga. Remember that. You don't went out there. This man don't knock you out in 15 seconds. Mama Holyfield boy went out there, caught you with the kiss of death. Listen, hit you with the quarter blood technique. Listen. Hey, this what Kid Austin did. This what Kid Austin did the doggone Tevin Farmer.
I am a chain belt in Kung Fu. Bruce Lee was my teacher. Watch this. That's called the quarter blood technique. You do that, a quarter blood will drop out of a person's body.
Nigga don't hit Tevin Farmer with the quarter blood technique. Knocked him out in 15 seconds. I told you what my son was going to do. Didn't I tell you we hypnotized him when he was a kid? He was hypnotized. That's not Kid in the ring. You know, when you see Kid, you know, I told you he's a beast. I'm like, man, god damn, Tevin. How you let the man do all that, man? And I got to hear this. You know, Keyshawn knows. I'm like, man, bro, listen. Keyshawn, Shakur Stevenson, Abdullah Mason, all them dudes will beat the shit out of dog on that boy. Literally. This ain't no shit. I like the kid. I do. I don't like his mama now. I don't like his mama. But the kid, I ain't got no issue with him. I mean, the kid and the mama's pretty much one of the same. So it's a package deal. So it might be for both of them. But hey, either here or there. But yeah, you know, so I'm like, yeah, man, he don't sit there and hypnotize the boy and shit. I got to hear these bullshit. Superman, ain't nothing I can say. What can I say? I'm like, he did knock him out in 10 seconds. Then Tevin went back to Philly. Now sources say, I don't know how true this is. Nah, I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say it. Cause I like Tevin. I ain't gonna say it. I like Tevin. I ain't gonna say it. Oh, this Debo Dale. Oh, what Debo Dale talking about? What Debo Dale? What Debo told? Look at Debo. Boy, look at motherfucking Debo. Boy, Debo Dale on Twitter. Let me show y'all what Debo Dale talking. Let me show y'all what Debo talking about. Roland Romero tweeted. He said, yo, Devin Haney, we called your daddy at noon. Tell him to pick up. We got our side of the deal done. Well, Roland went from stop. Stop calling me, man. I ain't thinking about Devin Haney, man. Devin's boring. Devin's boring. You want to see him fight? I went to see the last fight. You know what I mean? You know, he was talking to Ron Goodall. Shout out to my man Ron Goodall. He say, man, I'm trying to fight Man Pacquiao. Who a bigger fight? Devin Haney or Man Pacquiao? Huh? Ron Goodall say, Manny Pacquiao. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm going after legends. You know, I'm going to tell you what it is. Roland Romero have no options. He went from thinking he had all the options, Al Heyman gone. Al in Cleveland somewhere. Doing the boogaloo. He thought he had Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao like, nah, that's okay. Then he tried to. Ryan Garcia don't want to rematch him. So that's off the table. Now he went from openly ducking Devin Haney to begging him for a fight. You want to know how I know? Here we go right here. This is what Debo Deb said. He said, Rolly, I've never seen you this thirsty. You must have a deadline to face your mandatory or something. Yeah. How you go from, it's like a dude trying to holler at a female. And the female like, I don't like you. Get out my face. I'd never date you. It ain't nothing in the world that would make me date you. So the dude go about his business. And then the next thing you know, that same girl find your phone number somewhere and she blowing your phone up. Cello, Casanova of the Ghetto speaking. Hey, big head. Yeah, who is this? Yeah, you know who this is? This is Boquisha. Boquisha. Who is Boquisha? You know the girl who you were trying to holler at, that fine girl you were trying to holler at? Oh, you mean the one that told me that there's nothing in the world that would make me date you? That Boquisha? Oh, you know I was just playing. Oh! True. Yeah, what's up? No, I was just, I was just calling just to see, just see how you doing. How you got my phone number? What you mean how I got your phone number? You don't want me to call you? I'm just saying, when I was trying to holler at you, you told me, you had options and you didn't want to holler at a nigga. So I don't move on. No, I was just going through some things at the time. I had lost my job. Trump the president, I don't like him, and my EBT card got cut off, and and my baby daddy, he was tripping that day. But everything's straight now. Are you available? To this day. Motherfucker, she desperate now. Hey, look here. Hey, Ramon. Hey, listen, get what I'm saying? That's how it is. Like, oh, okay, goddamn. Yeah, goddamn the big Rolo. I remember here, matter of fact, here it go right here. Let's go right.
Why a Devin Haney fight is just not in the future for Rolly Romero.
I mean, Devin Haney didn't call me out.
I did hear a quote that you said that you don't care to face Devin Haney. He is a champion in your division. Explain why a Devin Haney fight is just not in the future for Rolly Romero.
I mean, Devin Haney didn't call me out. Who called me out?
Bill.
Okay. Why didn't they call me out after I fought Ryan?
Hold on. Let's go to the other one. Let's go to the one where he said, what's your biggest fight? Manny Pacquiao, Devin Haney. Let's go to that. What my main man Ron Goodall at? Let's go to fight height. What my main man Ron Goodall at? Yeah, them motherfucker, you know what I mean? 20, listen. 20, this man been ducking. Now, boy, I'm talking about second decade quack. This man been ducking, boy. And I get it, he got options. These are the options Roland Romero got. He got the orange crayon, his favorite color. He got the purple crayon, the one that looked like Barney. He got the yellow crayon, the one that looked like a little small baby ducky. He got the red crayon, the one that looked like Red Hulk. He got the green crayon, the one that looked like the Incredible Hulk. He got the black crayon, the one that looked like Black Freezer. He got the gold crayon, that one that look like gold freezer. Let's see. He got the turquoise crayon, the one that look like Tickle Me Elmo that live underwater, not the one on Sesame Street. Let's see. He got the gray crayon, the one that look like he got the brown crayon, the one that look like Mr. Snuffleupagus on Sesame Street. Let's see. So those are his options. True. Then he got the coloring book. You see what I'm saying? He got that. Those are his options, literally. And I am not making this shit up. Let's see. Where is that video? Matter of fact, let's go over here. Cause I like to come with the receipts. So I want to find that video. I want to find that video of Roland Romero talking about he told Ron Goodall, yeah, man, I ain't, no, it's on Fight Hype. It's on Fight Hype. I'm gonna go to Fight Hype right now. I ain't motherfucker, man. Yeah, it's on Fight Hype. It's on Fight Hype right now. Let's go right here. Let's see. Fight Hype. Yeah, see, you gotta get him mofo. You gotta get him mofo the receipts, fam. You gotta show him the receipts. Fight Hype. Roland Romero. Let's do that. Look that up. Is this it right here? That's 1 day ago. We got to go back. We got to go back a while. We got to go back to, because I remember they were interviewing him. That's 52 minutes ago. 9 days ago. I got to find it. Damn, I got to find it. I got to find it. When I find it, I'm telling you, I got it because I played it on this show. Hold on. Yeah, I played it on this show. Oh, here you go right here. Yeah. Hold on, let me pull it up. I do not own the rights to this materials for education purposes only. Roland taking pictures.
Sort of agenda against you?
Forget about me, right? They might be mad at me because I kind of ruined their whole event and whatever, right? Forget about me. Why are they disrespecting Barrios and Crocker? I mean, whatever. I mean,
listen.
There's only
this video here.
Divisions world champions.
This video here is saying that this is what he said. I never fight Devin Haney. This was 2 months ago. So what changed? What changed from the time when you say you will never fight Devin Haney until now? What changed? Oh, let's go. Let's continue. Cause we got to get on this boot situation.
On that list is me. Well, I'm not on the list. It's Barrios and Devin. Mm-hmm. So why is Barrios number 10? That doesn't make sense, right? But whatever.
Boy, this boy, so he ain't why Barrios number 10? Lord have mercy. This boy like Lord have mercy.
It does make sense for the real reason, But I mean, I don't recognize anything. I recognize whatever is just.
You feel like because of that whole idea of trying to.
Now, this is Ron Goodall doing this. I know his voice. This is Ron Goodall interviewing Roland.
Make the Devin and Ryan, because you said those fights could still happen after you beat Ryan. So, I mean.
I wanted them to fight each other. To this day, I still want them to fight each other. I beat Ryan. Go do his rematch with Ryan. Me and. What's a bigger fight?
Here you go.
What sounds better?
Which makes perfect sense. What about Manny? I mean, that's the fight that everyone.
Here you go.
Back when I believe he should go do his rematch with Ryan.
Well, then.
So he said, I believe Ryan. This is what he said. Devin Haney need to do his rematch with Ryan. That's what he said. But listen to this question from Ron Goodall.
What about Manny? I mean, that's the fight that everyone's saying that you and Manny Pacquiao, which makes perfect sense.
Man, hold on. Ron just putting ideas in this motherfucker head. He said, what about Manny? That's the fight everybody talking about. What? Ain't nobody talking about no Manny Pacquiao and Roland Romero. Nobody. But I digress. Let's continue.
Sense, right? I think it's a humongous fight in boxing.
I mean, let's say it like this. What sounds better? Me and what's a bigger fight?
Manny.
Okay.
So he asking Ron, me and did he got stuck? Cause the crayon, he had the crayon brain. Me and shit, I got who can I think of? What's the bigger fight? Manny? Yeah, okay. You got who? Thank God you answered that question for me. True. Yeah.
But I mean, like, we don't even know if that's still been. I mean, we don't know if that's even happening. So I don't know, man.
Well, we know it ain't happening. We know it now. 2 months later, we know that ain't happening. So he was hoping on the wing and the prayer right there.
I don't care. I go with whatever happens. If it goes this way, I go this way. If it goes that way, I go that way. I don't really care.
So
no,
I remember you were telling me you had
you care. You don't want to fight that mandatory.
A theory on the Jake Paul and AJ. You said it was plot armor.
Anyway, that's it. So that's what he said 2 months ago. Said all that. The title of the video is "I Never Fight Devin Haney." Matter of fact, he said it here. It's all in there. Yeah. Let him go ahead and fight. Let him go ahead and fight doggone Ryan and all that stuff there. Now look at it. Now it makes sense, don't it? Let's go back over here. Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. Now this tweet makes sense now. Hey, yo, Devin, we call your daddy at noon. Tell him to pick up. We got our side done. We got our side of the deal done already. I wrote my name in crayon. And then Devin Haney replies back. He say, Rolly, I never seen you this thirsty. You must have a deadline to face your mandatory or something. Yeah. That's pretty much. I think that's it. I think that's pretty much it. I think that's what it is. Now back to Boots. Back to Puss in Boots. I like Puss in Boots. I do. That's one of my favorite characters in the cartoon, Puss in Boots. He can't wait on Vergil Ortiz. I think that's dead in the water for now. So he's going to have to move on and fight somebody. Now, as I said before, he need a name. He need a name. Jamel Charlo. Yeah, I like that. I like that Jamel Charlo fight for Boots. Matter of fact, let me say this just in case. Got to keep these receipts because these motherfuckers be making up shit, and you got to come with the receipt to let a motherfucker know. No. This is what he said right here. Let's put that over on research. You know, I told you I got a bunch of videos. I got a folder with a bunch of videos that I have saved that I call receipts on many different topics and subject matters in boxing and different fighters. So when the motherfucker, because the thing is, I know the fan base is very, very well. I know who the radicals are, and I know their talking points. So once I know who they are, I know their talking points, then I say, okay, I find, okay, so these are his talking points. I know this what he gonna say. Okay, this receipt gonna be for that. This gonna blow that one out of the water. Okay, I already know what they gonna say. So this receipt gonna be for that. This what your boy said right here. You see what I'm saying? So I keep them there for a reason. Cause I like to be factual, and I like I like bodying motherfuckers. Yeah, y'all come with the bullshit. Nah, that ain't it, fam. That ain't it. Anyways, Boots. Yeah, these are the guys. These are his options over here. And then I don't know which section of body Boots is trying to go down or whatever. You know, I think he probably should. If he can't get one of the champions, then at least just fight a name. You know, Eddie Hearn, I want to say Josh Kelly is a matchroom fighter. They may try to make that in-house fight. I don't know. Again, don't quote me on that. You know, I think he's a matchroom fighter. I'm not sure. You get what I'm saying? But phone lines open. Let's see what we got next for Blue Blood Pro Sports TV. Called him the Phenom. I don't see feed nor nom. I don't. You know what I mean? But you know, shout out to Blue.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Yeah, so I don't see the fee nor the nom. So I'm just saying, all that shit relative to who you fight. You get what I'm saying? You know what they say? Who you fight matters. Who you fight matters. Shit, nigga fighting Donkey Kong Jr. Nigga, you ain't fight Donkey Kong. You fought Donkey Kong Jr. You fought Donkey Kong's son, fam. Shit, you get what I'm saying? You fought Donkey Kong's son. You ain't fight Donkey Kong Jr. now. I mean, you ain't fight Donkey Kong. You fought Donkey Kong Jr., fam. If you want to count that, you get what I'm saying? You know, yeah, you saw I whoop Dookie Jr., right? Nigga catching bullets with his teeth. I said, I know he catching bullets with his teeth. I know he catching bullets with his teeth. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. Oh, he sent me the he interviewed Luther Campbell. Nigga, he interviewed Uncle Luke. Okay, Mr. Pop that coochie himself. All right, he interviewed Uncle Luke, huh? Yeah, man. Listen, he interviewed Uncle Luke. Okay, he interviewed Uncle Luke at the 1 hour and 13-minute mark. All right, cool. Let's see what's up. The 1 hour and 13-minute mark, he interviewed Uncle Luke. Oh, this shit funny. Hell no.
These presidents who want to be the football coach, who want to be all in the video, in Power 5.
Sorry, if you need more topics.
Here's Luther with all the stuff.
Also, listen, Steve Kill sent me a video. Hey, Steve Kill sent me a video. Hey, he be on Jason Whitlock show. He sent me shout out to Steve Kim. He sent me a video of they got Luke. I think was Luke on there. Was they talking about Luke? I think they were talking about Luke. You know, Luke running for oh no, he asked him some questions. No, they actually interviewed him. Yeah, Luke running. What is Luke running for? Let's see what he's running for in Miami. Before I go vote for this nigga. Hey, shout out to our Bahamian. I think Luke from the Bahamas. I think he's from the island somewhere. But shout out to that brother, that man. Island American brother. Shout out to him, Luther Campbell. You know, he ain't FBA, but let's see. Who Boots gonna fight? Who y'all think Boots gonna fight next, y'all? Like, who y'all want to see him fight? Like, again, I'm gonna show y'all the options. Let me see. Luther Campbell running office for. Let's go right there. Rapper Luther Campbell, Captain D. Throw that D. Captain D coming. We say rapper and community activist. Rapper and community activist Luther Campbell announced in February 2026 that he's running for Congress in Florida's 20th district. He aims to challenge the incumbent Democrat Sheila McCormick. Yeah, because she got she got caught. Goddamn it! She stole someone's goddamn money during COVID. Yeah, her ass out of there. She done. Yeah, she done. So he running for Hold on, wait. I gotta do this.
Nigga, please.
All right, here y'all go. Here go your options. Here go your options for Boots. Over here. This it. This 154, fam. That's pretty much it. That's his options right there. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Going once? Going twice? Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Can't hear you. All right, you got to call back, fam. Yeah, this it right here, fam. I like Sebastian Pandora. He's a good fighter. I say the Jamel Charlo. I think the Jamel Charlo fight. If he can get Jamel Charlo, this is the best time to get him. As I said before, Jamel Charlo been out of the ring for 2.5 years. He haven't fought since September 2023. That's and he's big. He's the biggest name in anybody on that list, and he's the lineal champ. He is the lineal champ because Jamel Charlo, he had the ring and all the 4 sanctioned bodies belts. But he was the last guy to, as a matter of fact, wait a minute. Let's look that up. When was the last time somebody had the ring belt? I want to say Jamel Charlo was the last person to have the ring belt at 154. I want to say that. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me.
Hey, Coach, how you doing, bro?
Good. I'm doing good, brother.
That's good. That's good to hear. I like that Keller fight.
Yeah.
You know, against Boots. That would be an excellent fight. Like you said, he did not lose at 154. And, you know, I was thinking about that a few days ago. I think that coach, isn't he a champion on recess? Isn't he supposed to get like a title shot, like a mandatory, become mandatory if he comes back?
Yeah. That's if he's a champion in recess. I don't know if they still have him as champion in recess. I don't know how long it lasts because he hasn't been back in 2.5 years. So in that division.
That's true, man. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't think about that. That's true. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Jamie, you still there? All right. Jamie, I can't hear you. All right, call back, fam. Shout out to Jamie. What?
Man.
What the Puerto
Stop
Rican?
hating, man. I'm humble, man. Stop hating on me, man. It makes me sad. It makes me want to cry, man. Why y'all hate me so much, man? I don't do nothing to y'all, man. I'm a good person. I love people. I love my fans. I'm humble. I give and I give. I give anything to anybody. Whoever is in need, I hope. If I want to box and become a world champ, and make music, I could do that, bro. I could do that with no problem. What's the issue with y'all? Why y'all gotta hate on a man like me so much? I hate so much, man.
Hey, check this out.
I hate so much, man.
See, Edgar Berlanga, shout out to the Puerto Rican assassin. The Puerto Rican assassin, see, I'm going to tell you about the Puerto Rican assassin. See, this your problem. Shout out to Edgar Berlanga. Because y'all know I rock. Matter of fact, they hating on the Puerto Rican assassin. Let's dedicate this to the Puerto Rican.
I felt like a Puerto Rican in this hair. I felt Puerto Rican. Y'all know I love me some Puerto Rican. I felt Puerto Rican in this. Rican.
Why they hating on the Puerto Rican assassin?
Man, stop hating, man. I gotta.
And then see. This is the problem. Puerto Rican assassin say, like he that bothers him that people hating on him. I don't know if he was joking. He said he felt like he want to cry and all that shit. See, this is the problem with Puerto Rican assassin. See, this is what happens when you give a fuck about what people think. He gives a fuck about what people think. They hating, they this and that. Like, nigga, you a multi-millionaire, fam. I'll call it, hold on. Why are you trying to seek validation for motherfuckers in behind avatars? Who cares if they hating? That's par for the course, fam. Don't never take what a motherfucker say about you online to heart. Don't take that shit to heart, fam. Like Puerto Rican assassin, he got to be around me. If he be around me for 1 week, I promise you, he'll be a new man. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
All right, Jamie, go ahead, talk to me.
Yeah, my bad, brother. My bad, man.
Yes, sir.
You know, as far as I'm concerned, you know, Boots and Ortiz, those two motherfuckers wasted each other's time. And, you know, now we have Oscar blocking the fight, which is also, you know, a bad look for the company. You know, these two going to war in court, it's just silly to me. But that's what they get, man, for ducking each other. You know, Boots should have jumped on that chance when Turkey offered him that fight.
Yeah.
And that fight didn't happen, Coach. You know why? Because Boots also wanted two tuna fights. Remember that?
Yeah, that's what Turkey Al-Sheikh said.
Turkey told him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Turkey said, man, get the fuck out of here. We don't do that here. So that's another reason why it didn't happen, bro. But another point I want to make, you know, Zaya, you know, the guy got 2 belts already.
Yep.
And he just turned pro the other day compared to these 2 clowns. He just turned pro, bro. He got 2, bro. Not only that, Coach, he fought for them, bro. You know what I'm saying? They weren't emailed to him. I don't care how he got them, but he's got them. Like, these guys should be ashamed of themselves, bro. These guys are, I don't know, near 30, whatever. Go for 10 years? Come on, bro. And nothing to show for, especially Ortiz. But, bro, either or, man, Saez, bro, is putting these 2 clowns to shame, bro. So that's all I got. I'm gonna leave you with that, Coach. Respect from New York.
All right, shout out to Jamie, man. Yeah, Jamie says Xander Zayas, he is a unified champion. Why they hating on the Puerto Rican assassin, fam? That's all I'm saying, fam. Like, why y'all hating on him, man? Why y'all doing my dog like that? The man, let me find out what's going on with Edgar Berlanga. Y'all sitting there hating on the Puerto Rican assassin, man. Why y'all hating on the Puerto Rican assassin, man? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What up, Coach? It's Damon from Cleveland.
Damon from Cleveland, talk to me.
Hey, I think Boots should fight one of the champions. I think Jamie from New York just talked about the dude who got 2 belts.
Yeah, Xander Zayas.
Why he don't fight him?
Yeah, he can. I mean, he should. He's over there. Xander Zayas is over there with Top Rank, and so Eddie Hearn and Eddie Hearn and Top Rank, I think they do business together. So yeah, they should be able to make that fight happen. I don't know exactly if Xander Zayas is trying to fight another champion, because I think he said, I'm not sure. But if he's trying to become undisputed, then more than likely his mind is on probably trying to want to fight Josh Kelly. I think Josh Kelly is there as well. So if he can make that fight, Xander Zayas is trying to get another belt. So it'll have to be something enticing for Xander Zayas. If you Xander Zayas, what does Boots bring to the table? Nothing. I'm not saying they shouldn't fight, but you know.
No. When you said what you bring to the table, that's that duck language, ain't it? That we be talking about all the time on your show.
Yes, sir.
You bring to the... Hey, man. So, hey, I always call your show when I call. I say, man, I just want to see the best fight the best. That's all I want as a boxing fan, man. So Boots supposed to be the Superman.
Yeah. He's
supposed to be what you talk about, the Phenom.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Phenom, that was Blue Bell called the Phenom.
Yeah, hey, man.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I just want to see the fight the best. But with that said, why in boxing we can't have like tournaments, like elimination tournament,
bro?
Like the best 10 guys, like when Andre Ward back in the day had that
the Super Six tournament. Listen,
yeah, why can't we get that more?
We can get it going, but boxing today's time is just too political. Listen, check this out. They had the Super Six tournament with Andre Ward. They had another Super Six tournament with Josh. What's my main name? What my main name is? Josh Taylor, who was the undisputed 140-pound champion. He won the Muhammad Ali trophy and everything. They had another tournament the year before that with Alexander Usyk. He won the tournament. I think he had a Super Six tournament at cruiserweight when he became the undisputed champion. So it's very rare when you get all the sanctioned bodies to work together like that. But with the way Mauricio Suleiman is, he act like they belt is the supreme belt. He's supposed to get more money than any other sanctioning body. He's from Mexico, and he probably dealing with the cartel. So he got a cartel mentality that he need to get more of the cut than anybody else. So I think with the way Mauricio Suleiman is going right now, Damon, I don't think that'll happen right now. I would love to see that, brother, right, but that ain't gonna happen. It's just too political right now.
Man. All right, I feel it, because you mentioned the ring is vacant right now, right?
Yes, sir. It's vacant. You know what, Damon? I think I'm finna look it up, but I think the ring been vacant. I don't think nobody had it since Jamel Charlo had it. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna see.
Okay. All right, Coach. There's some other stuff I can say, but I don't want to hold the phone line too long. I want you to hit me with the Jeopardy.
Oh no, we good. We good.
All right. Shall I let you go, or I can bring up
No. You can go. You can go ahead. You can continue.
Oh, okay. All right. As far as Charlo, I was gonna bring up Earl's name too, but as far as Charlo, I know you talked about I don't know the difference between the brothers, but the one who fight at 154, who was the had the belt.
That's Jermell. That's Jermell. Yeah, Jermell.
Okay. But I mean, I like to see him fight Earl or Charlo. But I think both of them dudes been out the ring so long, they need to have a couple fights before they get back in there, with the killer, quote unquote killer, Boots or Jaron Ennis. They need to have some tune ups. Just like Boots had them tune ups. I think they need to get some tune ups.
Yeah.
That makes sense? Or that is that actually too much?
No. I mean, no. You make a point. You make a point on that.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, but I know you talked about the name. Them the two names I know off the top of my head, but I'm always about the best fighting the best, man. All right, Coach, thanks for your time, man. I'll holler at you later.
All right, shout out to Cleveland, man. Damien, stand up, salute, brother. Yeah, hey, what you say? Hey, what you say? Steph say, nope, no tune-ups. No, they elite, no tune-ups. Hey, Steph, look. Steph, you got to stall them out. If the people need tune-ups, sis, let the people get tune-ups. You get what I'm saying? Just let them get tune-ups. God damn. You get what I'm saying? Steph like, no. Steph like, no, ain't nobody getting no tune-ups. You get what I'm saying? Because you know what? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you now. Carla, hold on. When you really that guy, you don't need no tune-up. Not when you that guy. Because when you move up from one weight division to another weight division, you want to fight the top guy, or you better fight a champion. So, Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Angie Man from Pontiac.
You say Pontiac?
Yeah,
I can barely hear you, fam, but Pontiac, stand up.
Yeah, Pontiac. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm trying to. What's your name is again?
Angie Man.
Do you have me on Bluetooth?
No.
Okay.
I'm on speaker, but I got the. Maybe I got you on.
Okay, but go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Okay, so your history kind of what you do in your past kind of predicts what's going to happen in your future. And Boots' past shows he's not going to fight nobody big. He's going to fight them two niggas that you mentioned that you don't know on that list.
Mm. You don't think what about Jamel Talo? You don't think he gotta fight somebody now, dog.
Can Jamel get down 14 pounds after going up to 168?
That's a great question.
I mean, he's been out the ring 2 years. You know, he's been partying a little bit. Can he come down to 154? He might have to meet him at 60. I don't know.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, you know, his own. Yeah, he got all the physical tools, but I just don't like the competition. He don't like to compete for me. You know, and then they ran and bumped their gums about Crawford. And when Crawford stood up and said, yeah, I take the fight at 47. Well. So, I don't know, man. It's just, I wish a lot of these fighters would stand up and be more competitive. I just want to see some fights, some good fights, some 50-50 fights. But, brother, I appreciate what you're doing. I holler.
Yes, sir. Salute, fam. I could barely hear the brother. I think it was kind of breaking up a little bit as well, but point well taken. But no. I think bro, like I want y'all to feel where I'm coming from on this. Let's do this. I'm finna go to box rec. I just want to go to box rec. I just want to go to box rec right quick. Cause when I say shit, you gotta make sure you have this shit backed up with something. I don't know who that dude is. What's your name is? Jason Curry? You gotta make sure you got it backed up with something. I think at this point in Jaron Boots Ennis' career, he can't afford to fight no more cans, bro. He can't, you know what I mean? Like enough is enough. Enough is enough, fam. If I need this guy's everything they say he is, then we like this right here should, like he's 35-0, 31 knockouts. He fought Lima Bean. Standing on this. He unified with him after being emailed the belt, but the two email champs fought each other. But it's cool. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Dan from Philly.
Dan from Philly, talk to me.
All right. I just want to, because you're actually looking on box sets right now, right? For the fighters that fight. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
All right. If you look on there, you're going to notice that Boots can't fight half the guys that he can't fight them guys because half of them are already, like, let's say Fedora. Fedora's about to fight Thurman. So that knocks Fedora out the box. He can't fight Thurman. He can't fight Fedora because Fedora
the rematch, well, whatever, not the rematch, but the rescheduled fight. It's already set up. They're about to fight.
I said that.
You got to scratch. So you got to scratch Fedor out the box. He can't fight.
I said that.
Adams. Yeah. Oh, you said that. Okay. But then the guy Adams. You got. Did you say about? Someone said something about Adams, right? The guy.
Yeah, Brandon Adams. Yeah. What about him?
He knocked Bo Hachuk out, and then he fought him again, and then he outclassed him again. He went on a podcast and said he doesn't want to fight Boots. He wants to fight Ortiz. But the problem was Ortiz tried to fight him before, and once he seen that he beat Bo Hachuk the way he did, now Ortiz is ducking him. So Adams has his own plan, he said, to try to get to the titles, and he's not going to fight Boots. So he's literally ducking Boots. So you got Adams don't want to fight him, all right? So if you keep looking at the list, right, Madrimov, that's a good fight, but everyone already said, well, weird, you don't see Madrimov get beat. You got to remember, Ortiz already beat Madrimov. Because you got to keep thinking of how these guys are always trying to discredit Boots. Boots can fight Madrimov. If he knocks him out, you're still not going to give him credit. This is how you got to look at it. You got to think Abbas lost to Xander, right? They used to be sparring partners. They set it up so they can fight, so one of them could be unified. People don't understand like what's going on in boxing. There's a lot of politics. And even if he beats Abbas, they're going to say, okay, Xander beat Abbas. Now, Xander wants to fight Josh Kelly because that's 3 titles. Why wouldn't you fight Josh Kelly instead of fighting Boots? What's the point of you taking a chance of fighting Boots and losing 2 of your titles when you could possibly beat Josh Kelly and get 3 titles? Think about it. You're not going to want to do it. It's like they ducking it and people act like they don't see what's going on. It's obvious what's going on.
So everybody, so everybody ducking Boots. So when Boots had the opportunity to fight Vergil Ortiz, when Turk Al-Sheikh was involved, who ducked who?
This is what happened. The first time he had a chance to fight Ortiz, he said, "No, I'm going to unify," and he did. He forced Stanionis.
So he ducked Boots. So he ducked Vergil Ortiz.
Say it again.
So he ducked Vergil Ortiz. He turned the fight down to fight Stanionis.
He turned the fight down because he wanted to unify 140. He said he never got he actually earned a belt. If he never earned that belt, he would be just like Ortiz. Ortiz has never got a championship in his entire life.
That's true.
You guys don't talk about that. You keep talking about Boots.
That's not true.
He never.
I do talk about it. I said that.
No.
I think you hear what you want to hear. I said that Vergil Ortiz has been boxing for 10 years and he's never won a title. I say that all the time on this show. But you don't. No,
I'm not talking about. I heard you say it before, bro. I don't always call in, but I listen to you all the time. I'm always listening. I might not say nothing in the text, but what I'm saying is, Ortiz had the WBC interim belt for a year and a half. He never challenged Fedor for the belt.
So
think about it.
Okay, so what's next for Boots? So basically everybody scared of Boots. They ducking him. So what should Boots do? Should he just retire from boxing since everybody's scared of him? He the boogeyman.
No, you got to fight whoever. You got to fight whoever. Madrimov won't duck Boots, but no one's gonna care about the fight after it's done. Charlo talking about he wants Boots. He went on an interview talking about he wants Boots. When Eddie Hearn called Charlo, guess what he said? I need a tune-up. These guys are just barking. They're not running. They don't want to fight. It's simple as that. Go look at the go if you want to go on YouTube and check when Eddie Hearn spoke about Charlo. He said he's saying he want to fight, but when we say okay, let's fight, if Ortiz thing fall through, he said he needs a tune-up. When do Boots have a tune-up for to wait on Charlo? He has to do it now.
So didn't Boots tell Turk Al-Sheikh that he needed a tune-up when he moved up to 154?
That's when he was at 147. Okay, you guys keep talking about when he was at 147. He's at 154 now. This is what you got to think about. He's at 154. He's free. Do we need a tune-up now? No. He needs to fight.
Yeah,
so
he just had a tune-up.
He had a
tune-up with Lima being,
I know. But guess what that tune-up did for him? It made him the WBA interim champion. Do you know what that means? Whoever has the belt, which is Xander, that eventually you're going to be Boots' mandatory, or you're going to give that belt up. You don't understand what Boots did with that tune-up. It's not a regular tune-up. If you look on there, Boots is the WBA interim champion. He has a belt. It's not like he just took a tune-up that made no sense.
So he has a WBA interim belt. He don't have a real belt, and I get that. So basically, my question is, so basically all the top guys, which I said Fedor is fighting Keith Thurman. So that scratched that out.
Yeah.
Xander Zayas just had a unification. So basically, you just saying what I said. Xander Zayas just had a unification match. You know, he just beat a boss. So now he's a unified champion. And I also said that he's probably going to try to fight Josh Kelly. So Books has been a pro for 10 years. He's had 35 fights. And so your suggestion is, since everybody's scared of him because he's the great, he's the boogeyman or whatever the case may be.
No, I'm saying Boots is a lineal champion at 147. He had 3 belts. He had the ring belt, IBS belt, and he took the Stanionis' belt. It's not like he didn't do anything. You acting like in 30. What you knew Canelo had 43 fights before he earned the belt. 43.
Yeah,
45 maybe.
Yeah, I don't know who Canelo fought for before he came over here. I really don't, because I don't know who none of them motherfuckers is. But
I know, because people act like when you fight, you just fight until you're ready. But you got to think about that. Just because a person doesn't have, he had 3 belts already. You act like he never had any belts. He had 3 of them.
I never said that.
He earned 3 belts.
So my question,
I'm listening. I'm looking in the notes. I'm talking about when I look at the notes and people be talking, they talking, but they don't know what they're saying.
So my question,
I'm reading it. I'm looking at the. I'm looking at the chat.
Yeah, don't worry about the chat.
Yeah.
But my question, brother, is this here. Okay. He's trying to fight everybody. Everybody is either busy, or they ducking him. So what is the solution?
He has to fight whoever. There's going to be somebody he has to fight. Even if he has to wait on Xander eventually going to get cornered into where he has to fight or he has to go to 160. You already hear him talking about, oh, I'm getting big. I might want to go to 160. Why do you think he's saying that already? He just got there. He just got the belt, but he's already talking about going to 160 because he's going to get cornered. He's going to have to fight Boots to get a belt up.
So Boots is with Eddie Hearn. So is Josh Kelly and Eddie Hearn fighter?
Josh Kelly is not only with Matchroom with Eddie. That's what he did. Before he fought Bakram, he said, I will fight Boots if I win. The minute he won, he reneged and said, no, I'm going to fight Xander. You can go look that up. He literally reneged. He made an arrangement with Eddie Hearn to fight Boots if he beat Bakram. He beat Bakram, and then he gets on a microphone and starts talking crazy. Oh, I want to fight. I might want to unify. Might want to fight Connor overseas. The man just went crazy.
So what's the purpose of being with Eddie Hearn if Eddie Hearn can't get you the big fights you want? What's the purpose of having him?
Well, Eddie Hearn just signed a new contract with the Zone. You guys got to give him some time. You guys got to act like he just signed a $100 million deal with the Zone. He just did it. What, a week ago? Just give the man some time. Like you acting like Ortiz wasn't supposed to. This ordeal with Ortiz, I didn't see this coming. I didn't see no lawsuit. I didn't see this. I didn't see it. He's talking all this crap. I'm thinking he wants to smoke. I didn't see this coming. No one saw this coming. Where do you ever see this? This happened probably like 3-4 times in boxing.
No, you know what? No, it's well, people didn't see the lawsuit coming. I'm gonna be honest with you. People didn't see the lawsuit coming because I had no idea that Vergil Ortiz would sue his promoter and his promoter. So I didn't see that coming. But there was some people, like there was a sister that be in the chat, a sister named Goddess, and she say like, man, that fight ain't gonna happen. She said it before any lawsuit because it just seemed like when it comes to these two fighters, for whatever the reason may be, one guy want tune-ups, another guy say he ain't gonna be ready for 4 years. Then another guy is offered, another guy's offered the deal with Turk Al-Sheikh. And if you can't make a fight with Turk Al-Sheikh, then it can't get done as far as I'm concerned, because he paying you more money than anybody. But then, I want to become unified here. And then so it's shit going back and forth and all this stuff there, fam. So I'm just, it is what it is at this point.
If you pay attention to the lawsuit, you notice that in the background, Turkey is in the background. You didn't see how there's a $20 million deal that they just offered Ortiz. That's why he's trying to leave Oscar. People ain't what's going on. He's looking for bigger money. He's looking at like he's getting lowballed by Dela Hoya, so he went out of there. He did some crazy stuff like.
I haven't heard anything about the 20 million. Well, where's that at? You got receipts on that? Because I haven't seen it.
It's a 3. If you go look at if you go and actually pull the contract up, there's dudes on the joint, they pulling the contract up and they read it to see why he's trying to leave De La Hoya. Man, they offered him one was 15 million, one was 20.
You talking about the lawsuit? He wants
to leave De La Hoya. He wants to make more money on a boot fight. That's what's going on, bro. They try to undercut They try to cut Dela Hoya out of the deals. They try to do, which is crazy.
You can't do that.
Cut your own promoter?
How you gonna cut your own promoter out? That doesn't make sense. You
That's
can't do
why
that.
the judge ruled you can't do it, but somehow they try to do it. It don't even make sense. So me, all it means to me is you guys are trying to duck because it don't make sense.
Well, you know, I'll tell you what.
It's a strategic.
I'll tell you what. So basically, everybody ducking Boots. I don't know what Boots can do. Everybody ducking them, and I don't know why they ducking them. You know what I mean? But like you according to
What do you mean you don't know why? You know why he's ducking them? Because he can knock every last one of them out in 2 rounds. That's why. And you're gonna see it when he fights them. The Ortiz fight, I was willing to bet anybody amount of money. It wasn't even gonna last 2-3 rounds. Ortiz's chin is suspect. People don't peep it. When he fought Bogachuck, he really got knocked down in that 2nd round. People act like that was a flash or he slipped. He didn't slip. He punched him right in his jaw and he fell.
He got dropped twice.
His chin is suspect.
He got dropped twice.
But they only gave him credit for one. Remember, there was like the ref. If you go back and look at the fight, the ref waved it off like he slipped. He didn't slip. He hit that man in his face and he fell.
Okay.
It's not even going to be a fight. Everyone's trying to make it seem like it's going to be a fight. It really ain't. I'm telling you.
Well, you're right.
Talking all this junk.
You're right. It ain't going to be a fight.
Charlo's talking all this junk, but he needs tuna. All right, you're going to see.
He needs to take
We're
somebody
laughing now, right?
Wait. But Charlo been out of the ring for 2.5 years. So if he need a tune-up, that's understandable. But when an active fighter is telling the financier, I need a tune-up, and he's an active fighter not coming off a 2.5 year layoff, that's when there's a problem. If Jamil Charlo wanted to tune up,
No, Coach, listen to me. I'm not saying I want him to get 2 tune-ups because he's not ready to fight Boots. I don't want nobody to discredit Boots and say, oh, he was out of the ring for 3 years, because that's what they're going to do. That's what they did with Stanionis. Oh, he was out of the ring for a year. So Crawford fights once a year. What that mean? But guess what they're going to do? They're going to say because he was out of the ring, that's why he lost. People don't realize Stanionis, I feel like Stanionis is the best fighter at 147. I don't give none of these champions, Crocker, Haney, Roland, or Ryan. I don't see none of them beating Stanionis. I got Stanionis beating all of them. But they want to try to say, oh, he ain't fighting nobody. Why do they want to fight Stanionis? They're calling each other out knowing that all of them are coming from 135, but they won't call Stanionis out a real walkaway. Like, this boxing thing at 147 is a joke. It's a joke. It's not even...
I haven't even heard anything about Stanionis since he lost the boot. So
Stanionis is number 3. He's number 3 in the division that they're arguing about.
He might be number 3, but that doesn't mean he's active and ready to fight. We haven't heard from him. That's what I'm saying. I don't know the situation. We got other calls called in there.
The same way all right, I'm gonna leave it the same way.
Go ahead, wrap it up.
Oh no, that's the whole button. I think you hit the whole button on me.
No, that's the wrap it up button. Jeopardy music. When you hear the Jeopardy music, you've been talking entirely too long. We got other calls called in there. But shout out to you, fam. Yeah. Y'all call back. Yeah. When you hear the Jeopardy, well, I mean, we was on the phone about 10 minutes, man. We was on the phone about 10 minutes, brother. You know what I mean? But yeah, so according to my brother Don, he said everybody, what's his name? Don or Dan? Shout out to Dan, man. Dan for Philly, man. I appreciate you calling the show. Yeah, he said everybody ducking him. You know what I mean? So I really don't know what to do when everybody ducking you. Somebody call the show, let me know. When everybody ducking you, what you do when everybody ducking you? So basically, he just ain't gonna fight nobody. He can't fight nobody because everybody ducking. So because everybody's scared for whatever the reason. So I don't know. I guess it's just gonna continue with the status quo then. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Man, it's Corey, man.
Corey. They ain't trying to talk to me.
What's up, dog?
Yeah.
Okay, brother. Look, man, check this out. Okay. The Dodgers dad just hung up the phone, right?
Yes, sir.
He'll sound good, okay. He should sound good. But brother, something he gotta remember is this. When Boots was done with Eddie Hearn, right? When Vergil Ortiz say, I got 3 fights, a 3-fight deal for him. He told Turkey, nah, I need 2 tune-ups. Why you need tune-ups? See, anybody who don't sign with Turkey don't want to go over there and fight. Tank said it. Boot said it. Nah. I need tune-up, right? You know you got some smoke coming. You got somebody in front of you that can potentially beat you, right? He don't want that. I get what the caller said. He's a Boots fan, right? I'm a boxing fan. I don't give a damn who do what. I like Tank when Tank is actually fighting. I think he's very talented. But
Yeah,
I
he
do
is.
think
He's very
Tank
talented.
got some little things with him that he don't want to challenge himself. Boots doing the same shit. Watch him, bro. Boots had the opportunity before Bud fought. What was the guy he fought, coach, on BLK Prime?
David Avenesian.
Avenesian, okay. Did they not go to Boots team first and say, hey, we want to offer this fight? They turned the fight down.
Yeah. Matter of fact, how it happened, because I spoke to Dez. I got his number. Spoke to because people thought Blue Blood was lying. They thought he was lying, but nah, he wasn't lying. He was telling the truth. Boots was the first one they reached out to. That Dez. Dez said that, look, we want to make you a fight with Boots. And Crawford said, yeah, I'll fight him. You know what I mean? Because they were paying him, they paid him $10 million. And he said, I got the video, I'll pull it up. It was a YSM video. Roland Ennis was being interviewed by the dude YSM. And he said, yeah, they reached out. He said, yeah, BLK Prime reached out to us. That's true, for the Crawford fight. He said, but I told him, we got to go through Stephen Espinosa at Showtime. He said, because I'm Lord of Showtime. I'm Lord of Stephen Espinosa. And then he admitted, he said, yeah, we don't have a contract with him. But we Lord him. So when they interviewed Stephen Espinosa was asked about it. I think it was on Fight Hype. And he said, yeah, they reached out to me, but we don't have to go through them to make a Crawford fight. He said, well, Crawford is a free agent, and and we don't have to go through them, so they don't have him under contract yet. So why would we go through them? And then he said something about, well, I don't want to step on Al Heyman's toes about Errol Spence and all that stuff there. So once he sent it to Stephen Espinosa kind of like shut it down. So that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. It's on video.
So caller that called last, right? I get you have a very, very great infatuation for Boots. I hear it in your voice, brother. That's cool. But something he got to understand is this, dude. The facts on the table, Jack. He don't want to scrap with somebody that can potentially beat him. And then he said, oh, I can guarantee he'll beat Ortiz. Bro, you don't know that because he got power. See, the thing is, Boots, I don't watch a lot of Boots fights that he get hit clean. He just haven't got hit clean by the right guy. He got power. See, I don't understand Oscar them or Bozy them. Let them fight and see, because you don't know. It's a damn not like Victor Ortiz ducking, Boots ducking.
You mean Vergil?
Both sides ducking. I mean, Vergil, bro. I'm sorry. Hey. Sometimes I get names and shit. Jack up sometimes, coach. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, Vergil Ortiz. I'm sorry. Right? They both seem like they don't want to fight each other for some strange reason. It's this thing where everybody feels like, oh, I don't know if it's social media or these type of fans that will hold these guys feet to the fire to fight. Well, you gotta fight somebody, because if you don't, you never know who you really are as a fighter. They don't like to challenge themselves. I don't get it. I don't understand, bro. But hey, big dog, appreciate the show, man. And I'm gonna holler at you, big dog.
Shout out to Corey, man. Miami, stand up. See, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. The problem is this. And Corey mentioned something that I didn't even that he mentioned something that I forgot about. Jaron Ennis was a free agent. I had forgot all about that. I remember when he was a free agent. When he left Eddie, before he re-signed the contract with Eddie last year, he was a free agent. And he had and we did a show on it. Because I said, why would he re-sign with Eddie Hearn when he can deal directly with the plug, which is Turkey Al-Sheikh? Just like what Devin Haney is doing. The Haneys, they deal directly with Turkey Al-Sheikh. Now, of course, Turkey Al-Sheikh work with other promoters to help promote his events. But the Haneys, when they do a fight, they're a free agent. They deal with that. They got a 3-fight, $36 million deal. But Devin got to fight somebody, right? That's what they have. I confirmed that. So he could have dealt directly with Turkey Al-Sheikh. Guess what he do? He re-signed back to Eddie Hearn. What I do know, when fighters deal with Turkey Al-Sheikh, fights get made like that. What I noticed, I'm talking about big fights. When Turkey Al-Sheikh is not involved, there's always some kind of issue with a big fight getting made. A side, B side. You don't bring nothing to the table. So there's a brother, I forgot my brother name, my main man from Baltimore. He said, look, so anybody who refused to sign with Turkey Al-Sheikh, when you have an opportunity to do it, then you duck it. Because with Turkey Al-Sheikh, and I spoke to someone at Top Rank. And they were telling me about what's going on with Top Rank and Turkey Al-Sheikh and stuff like that. But what I noticed is with Turkey Al-Sheikh, guess what? You can't hide behind your promoter. You can't hide behind your promoter. Ain't no A side, B side, none of that. How much money do you want to fight? Cool. This how much I'm going to pay you. How much money you want to fight? Cool. This how much I'm going to pay you. Now, when I pay you, you're going to fight who I want you to fight. It's that simple. How many motherfuckers who fought on the Turkey Al-Sheikh card had their O and they lost their goddamn O? 2 undefeated fighters fighting each other. See, that's what's going on too. Damn, man, we trying to build this fight up and stuff like that. But he took the money Turkey Al-Sheikh gave him, and then now he don't match them up hard. Our matchmakers never would have put him. Listen, I spoke to a motherfucker from Top Rank when Jaron Ennis got his ass whooped by Martin Bacole in LA on the Crawford Marjamov undercard. I ain't gonna say the brother name, but he's an executive at Top Rank. And I talk to him from time to time. I said, man, why y'all mess him up with that dude? Oh man, Turkey Al-Sheikh, man, he offered him more money than we paid, than we offered, than we paid him. We never would have made that fight. I said, why y'all ain't stop it? He said, man, Turkey Al-Sheikh deal directly with the fighter. I said, how is he able to deal directly with the fighter when the fighter has a promotional contract with you? He said, man, I said, why y'all don't sue him? He said, man, sue him. What we gonna sue him for? He paying the fighter more money than what we can pay him. We still getting our percentage of the fighter's purse, but we're getting a larger percentage because he's getting paid more money than what we can pay him. So we really ain't losing nothing. But however, like he say, man, we can't go to war with him. These people got more money than God. That's what the dude told me. Turkey Al-Sheikh don't call the promoter and be like, hey, he get in contact with the fighter. Once he get it locked in, then he get in contact with the promoter. But look, man, we're going to put this fight together. I'm putting up my fight card. We're going to take fight. That's why you will see top ranked fighters on top ranked fighters along with Al Heyman fighters, along with Golden Boy fighters, along with Matchroom fighters on a Riyadh season card. When the Sheik come to town, everybody bow down. What I told you, saw Frank Warren holding his hand. You seen certain fighters holding his hand. You saw Eddie Hearn holding his hand. Doggone Bob Arum, older than Methuselah. He talking about something, His Excellency Turkey. He called him His Excellency. Now that's his title. Kind of like you say, Mr. President or Your Honor. When you go in the courtroom, you say Your Honor. That's the Honorable Judge Judy Joppler. That's her name. Why y'all calling her honorable? That's her title. His Excellency is his title. For those who don't know, right? That's His Excellency. So, when Turkey Al-Sheikh come to town, everybody bow down. That's just reality to the situation. Now Frank Warren trying to sue him. Frank Warren is suing him, and they saying other people trying to sue, but yeah, good luck with that. I don't care how much money Frank Warren got. He ain't got more money than the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. He ain't got more money than the Riyadh Season 2030 initiative. They got what, $30-some billion in that? Invested in all different kind of sports. Good luck with that. We'll see. But Frank is suing because he's being left out. Frank is suing to be a part. Like, look, dog, you don't block me out, dog. You got Tyson Fury fighting on. Listen, Tyson Fury fighting on Netflix, and Frank Warren is not even involved with it. So I kind of like that. You get what I'm saying? That kind of like, damn, how you was able to do that? So I don't know. So then Frank, shortly after that, he ended up trying to sue for $1 billion. So he's not being used as it relates to that fight. So I think maybe that got something to do with it too. You the last call. Call what's your name? You call it from?
Hey, this Corey 2 times, coach.
2 times.
I'm gonna be real quick, bro. Okay. Look, check this out, right? That's why I got a lot of respect for Debo Dev, right? Tell you why. Dev ain't got as many fights as Boots. Dev go up and down these weight classes, nigga, winning, scrapping, challenging himself, right? Oaks trying to clown Dev. Oh, Dev ain't this, Dev ain't that. Dev doing the shit that none of these cats ain't doing. None of them ain't doing what Dev doing. Dev don't sign a 3-fight deal over here with Top Rank before. He don't sign over here with this because he want to fight. That's the credit he don't get, dog. And I think he ain't trying to fight Boots. Oh, nah, I don't want to do that. Why? If Boots sold this and sold that, Devin should be right there for the pickings, right? You should be way more superior than Dev. Why didn't you fight him then, sir? Why didn't you fight him? He called you out before he called Brian Norman Jr. out. Yeah, I get it. I don't moved up. I don't want no. I'm sorry. He wanted Dev to come up to a 52 fighter, but I'm like, nah, bro. Like you, man. Boo's running, dog. Like Boo's running. That's why he signed back with Eddie Hearn, and that's how I look at it, dog. So other caller that called, that's so enamored with Boots, he got to go and peep all the facts, though, dog. Like he did some questionable things that it's easy to say he ain't trying to fight. My opinion, but appreciate you again, bro.
All right, salute, fam. I won't. Again, I'm not gonna go as far as saying Boots running. I don't think Boots running. I just think that I'm very hard pressed. Like this guy been fighting for 10 years. He did unify the welterweight division, but like you get what I'm saying. He did, but standing on this, bro, like. So Boots need a name. He do need a name at this point. He's 35-0, and I honestly can't tell you who he fought. I know he fought Lima Bean because I'm the one who gave him the name Lima Bean. We know he fought Stanley Owners, but I can't tell you who Stanley Owners fought. I'll call it. Hold on. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is. So it's kind of like, I think this is the problem. The hype that he's getting is not matching up with the level of fight and competition that he fought. Now, of course, if you're a Boots fan, people been ducking Boots for 10 years. And he can't get a big name fight because everybody ducking him. So I get that. If you're a Boots fan, everybody ducking him. He's the most avoided fighter in the history of boxing. Of course, if you're a Boots fan. I don't see it that way. And there's nothing that a Boots fan can tell me to get me to see it that way. You're wasting your breath with me. But if that's how you feel, there's nothing wrong with that. But my point is, from this point forward, what does he do from here? Because when he was a free agent, he had the opportunity to deal directly with the plug. And he chose to run back to Eddie Hearn when the most money that he can make is dealing directly with Turki Al-Sheikh. Those are the facts. He didn't, put it this way, even if you believe and you feel that everybody and their mama duck Boots. I give you that. If you a Philly fan, if you from Philly and you love Boots, I give you that. If you everybody and their mama scared of Boots, they terrified, they hiding under cars and under the bed, just the thought of his name. If you want me to run with you on that, I'll run with you on that. But give me this. When he became a free agent last year, and he could have dealt directly with Turk Al-Sheikh, and Turk Al-Sheikh say, look, man, I'll pay you, but you move up here and you gonna make this fight happen. We're gonna do A, B, C, and D. He went right back and signed with Eddie Hearn. True. Read me that, Batman. Call him, what's your name? Call it from. Last call.
Hey, what's up? What's up, bro? This is the president of the Slick Black Fighters Association. What's going on, Coach?
Coach, yeah, talk to me.
All the boots kind of got to stop. Now, I'm here to defend my boy, man. You know, as the president of the Slick Black Fighters. Now, everything that both sides have made a competitive argument out. The only person from the old guard who was willing to fight Boots was Terence Crawford. That's a fact. All the rest of them dudes, Thurman, Spence, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, they ain't want no parts of the guy.
Well,
those are facts.
Well, according to Boots fans, they say Crawford ducked them. So, according to Boots fans, everybody ducked. Everybody ducked. According to them, because the way they see it,
right?
Everybody ducking Boots. Crawford ducked them. He was scared. This and that. According to them. So, I'm just gonna take their narrative and run with it.
Right.
But go ahead.
Yeah, but like I say, the facts are that Crawford the only guy from the old guard that was willing to fight the boy. The rest of them dudes didn't want no smoke for whatever reason. Secondly, you got guys. I think the reason why Boots signed back with Eddie Hearn, because really you can only count on one hand how many actual free agents there is in boxing. With Terence Crawford, Canelo, Devin Haney, them the only three I can think of.
Well, Crawford retired. Crawford retired, so you can't even put him on the
yeah. So only I can think of is two. What? Canelo and Devin Haney, right? They're the only two that I can think of. I think Bosey don't have a mouthpiece like Devin Haney to be able to go in that business room and negotiate. They just let the white man do it. You know, because Bosey old. You know what I mean? He did like, maybe we just gonna do it this way. Because Boots don't talk, Bosey don't talk. They probably can't negotiate like Bill Haney can. All right, screw it. We're just gonna go with Eddie Hearn. But I say all that to say this: Eddie Hearn gonna have to pay these guys some good money to get in there and fight with Boots. If he lowball these guys, they ain't gonna get in there and fight. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have to pay these guys, man. And I think that's part of the problem too. Eddie Hearn be lowballing them opponents. They be like, nah, man, you trying to chop us off. You say this man is, is the best, the phenom, the best guy in the whole wide world, then pay me like I'm fighting the best guy in the whole wide world. So I think that's one reason why we're not getting these fights, that Eddie Hearn is lowballing these guys.
Well, I tell you what. I see where you're going at with this, but this is my rebuttal to that. Eddie Hearn should not even be a factor. You want to know why? Because Jaron Ennis did not have to re-sign with them. Re-sign. When he became a free agent, he could have dealt directly with Turk Al-Sheikh. That could have avoided all of that. Why he didn't do that?
Yeah. I have no idea. I don't know why he did. Maybe he don't know how to be a free agent. I don't know. But I can only think about 2 or 3 free agents though. 98% of all boxers signed with somebody.
Okay, but
you know
Boots,
what I'm saying? Or
okay.
you ain't signed.
But Boots was a free agent. You acknowledge that.
Yeah.
And you acknowledge that he had an opportunity. He had an opportunity to work directly with Turk Al-Sheikh. He didn't have to split no money with Eddie Hearn. He wouldn't have to worry about, I'm trying to get a big fight. These guys don't want to fight me. He wouldn't have to worry about none of that. 99% of his problems that he's having right now as it relates to trying to land a big fight is directly tied to his decision to re-sign with the white man, Eddie Hearn.
Yeah. I can't dispute that. The man, he signed the deal. It is what it now. He's stuck in the contract, so he just gonna have to deal with it, man. He got to take all the ridicule that come with it until he get a big fight. But I just want everybody to be fair. If he do go out there and beat these guys, just give a man his credit. That's all I'm gonna say. But we know that ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna find a way to discredit anybody that you fight. They did the same thing with Crawford. Every time Crawford beat somebody, they found a way to discredit it. You know what I'm saying? So, when Canelo beat somebody, I found a way to discredit it. I ain't give Canelo no credit. Mm-hmm. Okay, who he beat. But that's just me. But, if the man go out there and win, just give the man his credit. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But if you go out there and lose, I guess he just going to be a hype job. Hey, that's my call.
All right, salute, fam. Shout out to Coach at the ATL stand up. Yeah, see. And Coach Eddie hit a point, and I agree, you can hate on Devin Haney all you want. Devin Haney fans say I hate on him. So be it. I don't hate on him, but again, Devin Haney fans don't say I hate on Devin Haney. Boots fans say I hate on Boots. Vergil Ortiz say I hate on Vergil Ortiz. Tank fans say I hate on Tank. Canelo fans say I hate on Canelo. Spit fans say I hate on him. Listen, every fighter fans base say I hate on their fighter. Okay, then I must be doing something right then if y'all feel that way. True. Yeah, I'm trying to hold on. We got one more call. I'm trying to wrap this show up, bro, because this is the last call. Hold on. The last call. You got 3 minutes. I'm hanging up. Caller, what's the name? This is the last call. You got 3 minutes, and we're wrapping it up. Make your point. Land your plane. Call him.
It's me again. It's Dan from Philly. It's me again.
Dan, talk to me.
I heard the guy. Did you remember the guy that just called in after I hung up? You talking about Boots versus Bud? That situation?
Yes.
All right, I know about that situation, so I'm gonna talk about it. So I'm gonna do it real fast.
I know about it as well. All right,
all right, when you were talking about the Blue was talking about it because he said he was in negotiations or whatever, but that's not the first. That wasn't the first time that Boots had that was probably the first time Boots had an opportunity to fight Bud. There was a time where Boots had an opportunity to fight Bud, and Bud overlooked him and said, "Oh, your name didn't come up." When Bud fought David Abanesian, the only reason he fought David Abanesian is because Ortiz, who was his mandatory challenge, said he wasn't ready. He ducked Bud. He was number one. He was the number one contender. Boots was the number 2 contender. Bud overlooked Boots and picked David Abanesian, and he was number 6. See, nobody wants to talk about that. All you got to do is look it up. You can go back and see how he was ranked. Bud's excuse was, "Oh, you left and forced somebody in the IBS," because he wanted to make sure he was Spence's number 1 contender as well. That's what Boots did. Boots went and fought, and he wound up being the interim champion, which was the mandatory for Spence. So Bud tried to use that as an excuse not to fight Boots when Boots was number 2 after Ortiz ducked Bud. People don't. If you go back and look, you'll see it's clear as day. When you go and if you was to look at the Gillian Wallow podcast when Bud was there and they woke Boots up and he was on FaceTime, Boots said, you skipped me and fought David Abanesian. If you peeped it, Bud was trying to cut him off so you wouldn't hear what he was saying. He was literally saying, "You ducked me. You picked David Abanesian, who was number 6, and I was number 2, and you didn't fight me." So how y'all gonna explain that? You can't say he didn't want to fight Bud. He wanted to fight Bud. If you go back and look,
sir, you're lying, sir. You're lying, sir. You're lying.
Let's bet. Let's bet on it.
We ain't got to bet anything.
Lying,
we ain't got to bet anything. We'll agree to disagree.
10,000 on it.
We'll agree to disagree.
I'm lying. I'm telling
you. Yeah. We'll agree to disagree.
No. I got your email. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send you everything. I'm gonna send the footage to you so you can see it. And you can, if you really want to be real about it, post it. Put it on your page and really do the research into it. Well, I guarantee you what you're saying is wrong. I got it. I've been trying to get somebody to talk about this thing for a minute. I literally got it, bro. I think I got you on Instagram. I'm gonna send it to you. Come on, man. If you get
this nigga here just wanna see this is the problem. This what Coach Malachi not going to do. This what I don't do. You lying. We agree to disagree. You making shit up. I'm very familiar with that interview you're talking about with Gillian Wallow. Very familiar with it. We had shows on it. That ain't how that went down. As I said before, I spoke to Dez. I spoke to Zab Judah. And I can literally pull up the interview that the nigga YSM did with Roland Ennis addressing that issue. and literally pull up the interview with Stephen Espinosa, what Stephen Espinosa said. And it confirmed everything that not only Blue Blood Sports TV said, but confirmed everything that Dan the owner of BLK Prime and Zab Judy told me. And then of course I spoke to Bud. I know Bud personally. So, you know, it is what it is. So we just gonna agree to disagree on that. What I'm not gonna do is this.
You wanna argue. I can't argue with you. You mad. Look at you. You mad. I don't get paid to argue with you. Who is you? You ain't nobody.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't. I mean, bless his heart, though, bless his heart. But I want to dedicate this show to the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Yeah, we ain't not arguing no grown man about another grown man. We ain't doing that. Shout out to Boston Goat. Hey, okay. Dropping out $2 super chat. He said Boots versus Ryan. Boots by destruction under 6. Okay. Shout out to Jamie. Hey, okay. For being a member for 33 months. Salute to you, fam. He say Carla is a Boots super fan girl. Shout out to Chucky. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a dub. He say Boots gotta be all-time great. Can't wait till he proves it too. The worst of he's a good person out of the ring. How can you hate on Boots? I mean, well, you know, if people want to hate on Boots, people can hate on who they want to hate on. If that's what people want to do. Boots is not exempt from hate. Like, a hater is going to hate however they want to hate, right? And then if a person criticizes a fighter, it doesn't mean that they are hating on him. They just criticize him. Criticism, you know, is not hate. It's just criticism. You got people who actually do hate for no reason. Then you got people who criticize. The problem, this is the problem. Everything ain't hate. Everything, sometimes it is how people see it. Just because somebody don't agree with your perspective on how you see your favorite fighter, just because a nigga don't love your favorite fighter, don't mean they hate. They just don't love the nigga. It's simple as that. It is what it is. So, you know, I mean, I get it. I do get it. I mean, I understand. I get it. Who is this guy? He say, if he lying, why you didn't accept his bet? We all know Shakur told Big Bro Bud to stay away from Boots. Yeah, okay. I mean, bro, for one, I don't bet on air. If you want to bet Coach Malachi, I have a cash app right here. It's called True Media Today USA, right? And then I have a Zelle that you can Zelle me, truemediafilms@gmail.com. Anybody from the city of Philadelphia that want to bet Coach Malachi $10,000, we don't bet on air. What we do, we put the bread up first. Since you brought the bet to me, what you need to do, this I always done this since I've been on YouTube. You send that bread first. I'm here every day. This shit gonna be too easy. Put the bread up because I know how you niggas is. You niggas bet and then you disappear. I don't know who the fuck Chucky Cromor is. You an avatar. I don't even know if you real or exist. I don't know if you real or not. If you want to put the money up, send that bread up front. And that's how I know you real. All this other shit, that shit don't mean nothing. That's easy money to get. True. That shit too easy. Shout out to Tony Montana. Dropping that quarter of a dub. He say that Boots fanboy must don't know the boss of commandments. Yeah, it don't matter. Now, if you want to bet, if you want to really put that bread up, Cash App, True Media Today USA, Zelle, True Media Films. And then we can pull up all the receipts. This shit gonna be too easy. But all that, we bet it. I prove my point. Well, no, you ain't do this. I ain't sending you this and that. No, we ain't doing that. Put the bread up. I know you ain't got no money. I know you niggas just talking. I know that for a fact. You see what I'm saying? Put the money up. If you want to impress Coach Malachi, let me see. My Cash App open right now. Let's see. True Media Today USA. You can put that bitch in my Cash App right now. Or you can Zelle it to me. And then send your receipts. And guess what? If you're right, I send you 10 back plus 10. Literally. So not only do I accept your offer, but guess what? You got to put that money up first. Money on the wood, let me know it's all good. You brought the bet. You the one wanted the bet, right? So put the money up.
True.
It's that simple. All that other shit, I ain't, all other shit don't mean nothing to me because you niggas just be talking. I do this shit every day, bro. I've been doing this shit for 5 years. I know you male groupies very well. You don't have a friend in me. I give 25 fucks about you male groupies. I don't need you. I didn't need you then. I don't need you now. But if you want to put that bread up, I'm a businessman now. I want that money. Put the bread up. And guess what? We can make it happen. Anyways, shout out to, when we gave a shout out to the hood. Matter of fact, let's give a shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Mika Lovem.
Okay.
Summer in November.
Okay.
Shout out to Dodge J.
Okay.
AB, Arnold Brown.
Okay.
Shout out to Aquila.
Okay.
Shout out to Coach Eddie from the ATL.
Okay.
Corey from Miami.
Okay.
Dan from Philly.
Okay.
Shout out to the brother from Pontiac, Michigan.
Okay.
Shout out to Damon from Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
Jamie from New York.
Okay.
Let's see who else we got. Hold on. Shout out to Schoolo X-Man.
Okay.
Shout out to Tony Montana.
Okay.
Shout out to who else we got? Shout out to Damon.
Okay.
Shout out to Big Damon.
Okay.
Shout out to Sonny Chiba.
Okay.
G5 from the Bronx.
Okay.
Let's see. He say 10,000 on Cash App money getting seized as soon as he send it. Well, he can send it. He can wire it to my Cash App then. Well, if you got 10 grand, guess what? If he got 10 grand, he ain't got to send it to the Cash App. If it gets seized, you can sell it. I do wire transfers and sell. I don't sell money. Money like that all the time. Just paying bills and shit. Like literally just one payment on something. You say 5 and 5. I got the Zelle. The Zelle right there. TrueMediaFilms@gmail.com. You want to lose your money? I ain't tripping shit. You know what I mean? I'm not tripping at all. I want that 10, but I know you're bullshitting, so I'm calling niggas bluff. Literally. Shout out to Schoolo.
Okay.
Mr. Bori.
Okay.
Let's see. Shout out to Green Eyes P.
Okay.
Daniel Agnew.
Okay.
Shout out to Miss Connie.
Okay.
Shout out to Miss Steph Jackson.
Okay.
We got Tony Montana.
Okay.
Shout out to Ramon. Shout out to my main man Ramon.
Okay.
Let's see, we got Shy Cool Hands.
Okay.
Let's see what else we got. Shout out to Chris Lay. What's going on, brother?
Okay.
Who else we got? We got Miss Steph Jackson.
Okay.
We got the lovely little Jessica.
Okay.
Jason Phillips.
Okay.
Shout out to Mr. Bori.
Okay.
Back from the dead.
Okay.
New Era TV.
Okay.
Soon as the nigga called, I heard the energy in his voice. I said, this one of these boost mail groups. See, I already know what time this is. I already know what this going at. I've been doing this shit. I know these niggas like the back of my hand, dog. Like literally, you can feel a nigga energy over the phone. Literally. You get what I'm saying? And this ain't no shade or nothing. You get what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I get it. You're emotionally invested in your guy. You know what I mean? You love him. I get it. You get what I'm saying? I know you Jaron Boost Ennis fans. Well, the radicals, I know y'all very, very well. Y'all know my position. Nigga ain't fought nobody. Call it what you want to call it. I don't give a damn. I really don't. You know what I mean? Not your friend, not your homie, not your partner. You know what I mean? Didn't need you then, don't need you now. You probably need to go back to YSL. I probably need to go back. Go back over there. Go back over there with him. That's where you need to be at to hear what you want to hear. Because I don't practice confirmation bias. I'm going to call it the way I see it. Shout out to doggone. Y'all already read that one now. It is what it is, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. Anybody want to put that bread up from Philly? My Zelle is truemediafilms@gmail.com. I'm not hard to find. I'm here every day. Listen, my phone number right here. You call that number. Some people got my real phone number. I got several phones. There's multiple ways to get in contact with me. Nigga, you can get in contact with me through Zelle. You can get in contact with me through Cash App. You can get in contact with me at True Media Podcast at Gmail. You can get in contact with me at True Media Podcast on Instagram, on my DM. You can get in contact with me. I got a whole bunch of different emails. You get what I'm saying? But I'm very easy to get in contact with. You got my personal phone number. You can get in contact with me. And if you call the show number, it's going to ring my personal line. You can get in contact with me. I will answer that phone. I promise you. Text messages. Send a text too. Text messages, all that there. Send it. Okay? Anyways, y'all know what time it is. I'm going to give everybody else a shout out right after these messages. Hold on now. Somebody said something about the commandments. I'm gonna read the commandments right quick because we gotta, I've been on kind of like a little purge. I gotta let these niggas know what time it is, right? So this is where we at with it, right? This is where we at. We got something called the boxing commandments, the 13 commandments of the boxing gods. What we gonna do Friday? Friday, we gonna go back over the commandments and we gotta amend the commandments. We gotta add to it. So any suggestions that you guys may have, please let me know. Here we go right here. This is called the 13 commandments of the boxing gods. To the male groupies, as I said before, you might want to unsubscribe from my channel and you might want to go somewhere else. This might not be the channel for you. Because I care nothing about male groupies. I don't. Do you get what I'm saying? So I just want to throw that out there. I don't feel the way you feel about your favorite fighter. Just let you know that. If your aim is to convince me to have the emotions and passion over your favorite fighter the way you do, guess what? You're wasting your time. If that's your job, fam, you wasting your breath with me. I don't love the nigga the way you love him. Your love infection for your favorite fighter, that's between you and him. That shit ain't got a motherfucking thing to do with Betty Jean's son. But let's read the commandments. Just got to throw that out there, right? You might want to leave. This ain't the one for you. Anyway, the 13 commandments of the boxing gods. Thou shalt not talk boxing without facts. This nigga just called me and told a bold-faced lie. Literally. But that's okay. But I accept the bet, though. TrueMediaFilms@gmail.com. That's my Zelle. And my Cash App is True Media Today USA. Send it how you want to send it. Bring that bread though. Money on the wood. We don't do air bets. Money on the wood. Number 2, thou shalt not cap for promotional companies, networks, or promoters. Niggas be talking about something. Nigga, I'm PBC. I'm Matchroom. I'm with Eddie. I'm with Turkey. Guess what? Neither one of these motherfuckers know you. You don't even get paid. You ain't even part of the team. You ain't even met these motherfuckers. I've been around a lot of these motherfuckers. I have personally. I got millionaires that call me on this phone in boxing that I talk to all the time. I'm going to listen to a nigga behind an avatar? Boy. True. When the receipts is out there? Anyways. Hold on. My bad. Let me pull this up. Commandment number 3. There shall not be a manager or promoter of any fighter. Managing and promoting, that's what goes on. It is what it is. Commandment number 4, that shall not pocket watches a fighter's money. Now, we got pocket watching Tuesdays. What the day, Tuesday? Yeah, the day is pocket watching Tuesday. I had to amend this here. So what I got to do, I got to amend this. There should not pocket watch another fighter's money except on pocket watching Tuesdays. Matter of fact, I need to edit this. Let's edit this shit. Edit this right now. There should not be a manager or promoter of any fighter except, let's see, except on pocket watching Tuesdays. Okay, cool. That's an exception. We just amended that. There should not, my bad. I said except for, my bad. I put it in the wrong spot. Let's copy that. My bad. Go down. Go down. Okay, we got that right there. Except money, except, hold on. Except on pocket watching Tuesdays. All right, cool. Thou should not get too emotionally invested in a particular fighter. You niggas do this shit all the time. I would hope that you would get emotionally invested over a woman the way you do about these niggas who you don't even know. Commandment number 6. Thou shalt not criticize a fighter for cherry picking when your favorite fighter is cherry picking. If your fighter got a resume full of bombs and tomato cans, don't be talking about, yeah, man, these niggas over there cherry picking. When your fighter got a resume full of cherry picks and tomato cans. True. Commandment number 7. Thou shalt not threaten people on YouTube if they disagree with you. I've been through that a lot. I've been everywhere. I don't see you niggas nowhere. I'm everywhere. You're never there. 5-year history of going to different cities, different states, being at fights, being around fighters, being around managers, being in the locker room with different fighters and stuff like that. Guess what? I don't see the tough guys nowhere. Anyways, commandment number 8. Thou shalt not speak with double standards and hypocrisy when it comes to your favorite fighter. I hear a whole lot of that going on. A lot of niggas playing in double talk. And guess what? You niggas suffer from confirmation bias. And you interpret information to confirm that what you want to believe. When the information don't even say, nah, this is what the nigga said right here. Nah, we see, but you know why he said that? Because of this and that. Okay, whatever. If you're looking for an argument with me about another man because you feel passionate about that man, fam, you barking up the wrong tree. I don't argue with niggas about other niggas. I'm a grown-ass man. What I look like arguing with another man about another man? Make it make sense. But I will take your money. Commandment number 9. Thou shalt only have permission to be a fanboy of an old school fighter. This is the only exception. You know, Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson, you know, Sugar Ray Leonard, Hagler Hearns, you know, anything old school that ain't currently fighting right now. If you want to be a fanboy of Floyd Mayweather, ain't nothing wrong with that. He retired. Well, he don't keep coming back out of retirement. But yeah, we know that's cool. He really retired. You get what I'm saying? Commandment number 10. Thou shalt not race bait to push a personal narrative. That's self-explanatory. Commandment number 11. Thou shalt not have a victimhood mentality. Deontay Wilder. Commandment number 12. Thou shalt not play the race card when you don't get your way. We hear a whole lot of that online, even right now today in 2026. True. And commandment number 13. Thou shalt not make excuses for your favorite fighter if he get his ass whipped. Those are the 13 commandments. What we're going to do Friday, we will amend those commandments. Let's give shout out to Aquila. Hey, okay. Shout out to Tony Montana. Hey, okay. Schoolo X-Man. Hey, okay. Let's see. Shout out to Daniel. Hey, okay. Shout out to Miss Connie. Hey, okay. Shout out to Miss Steph. Hey, okay. Shout out to Damon. Hey, okay. Shout out to Ramon Walker. Hey, okay. Shout out to who else we got? Chris Legg in the building. Hey, okay. Shout out to yeah. Listen, I promise y'all, Friday, y'all remind me, we're gonna amend the commandments. And whatever makes sense, whatever y'all suggest, we're going to put it in there. Because when we made these commandments were made, we had 17 at one time. Then I had to cut it down to 13. Now it looks like we're going to add more to it. But when we made these commandments were made December 2021. And guess who made the commandments? It was me and the people in the chat. I think it was Lady Shan. It was Green Eyes P was here. It was, I think Summer was here. Lisa Bells, Schoolo was here. Jamie was here. It was a lot of people who said, I think we came up with the commandments in either 2021 or 2022. It could have been 2022. It could have been 2022. We came up with the commandments, I think. I think it was either, you know what, I think it was 01. Now that I think about it, I think it was the end of 01. Because it had got crazy. It had got crazy. You get what I'm saying? It had got crazy and shit. That's around the time I was having digital shootouts, receiving gun emojis and death threats and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, these niggas is hoes kind of coochie. I don't see them niggas nowhere. But anyway, but that was around that time. I think we came up with it then. Ronald Finkley was here. A lot of the old school cats who've been following me since the beginning, they was here. You get what I'm saying? So we came up with that, and I used to read them every week because we gotta purge some motherfuckers. I'm not the content creator that's looking for subscribers, looking for all subscribers. You know, every subscriber, I don't want a whole lot of subscribers. I don't want every subscriber. I only want real boxing fans. All subscribers ain't good subscribers. Do you get what I'm saying? So, you know, this ain't the channel for everybody. So I always have to remind you, look, man, I'm not the one. You got to go to them other niggas, dog. Them other niggas, they more your cup of tea. I'm not your cup of tea. I'm like a strong side of Hennessy or a strong side of vodka. That's me. You get what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about your favorite fighter. Whether he black, white, Hispanic, or whatever. I don't give a damn about the nigga. I ain't got no emotional attachment to him. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't feel the way you feel about him. I have a boxing criteria. Do you know what my boxing criteria is? My boxing criteria is, what is the level of competition that your fighter has fought? How many top 10 fighters have you fought? Did you dominate the weight division if you stayed there a long time? How many career-defining fights have you had? And did you fight the best in the division when you was there? That's my criteria. If you don't have a boxing criteria and we got commandments, this ain't the channel for you. You might want to go back to your mammy house. True. Think that brother called me back. Yeah, 267-721. Yeah, matter of fact, you can call me back up in the show right now. Just let me know. Let me know you want to send that bread, and then we can do however you want to do it. We'll pull up the receipts. Very, very easy to do. And I'll holler at you. Other than that, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Shout out to Miss Connie. Shout out to Summer in November. And shout out to any nigga who want to put money up on this bet. I'm accepting all. I want the money. I do want the money. I ain't gonna say a lot to you. I don't need it. I got money, but I do want the money. You get what I'm saying? If you giving it out, give it to me. You dig? True. Now I buy some bread and feed my ducks. I got some ducks out there on the lake, and you get what I'm saying? We'll do that. We can do that. I'll catch you guys on the next one. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace. Get at your old boy. I see y'all guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.